Carbon Dino Basketball on 95.3 The Peak. Welcome to the Carbon Dino pregame show on KRPX 95.3 The Peak. Brought to you by Landon's Diesel Service. Leave your truck in the hands of those who know diesel engines. Landon's Diesel Service at 540 South 300 West in Price. And now for tonight's play-by-play, let's join Sonny Buscarini.
Good evening and welcome. Carbon Dino Basketball on 95.3 The Peak. This is where the Dinos play tonight. The Carbon Dinos on the road against the Manti Templars. Hello, everybody. I'm Sonny Buscarini. I'll be joined in the Sutherland's broadcast booth here in a minute with Aiden Mortensen as the Carbon Dinos travel tonight on the road to play Manti. Last time these two teams played in Price, Carbon lost a heartbreaker in overtime, 81-75 to Manti. These two teams played a great game, and we expect a great game again tonight as we look at Region 13. This is how we sit right now. Emory is 4-2, Manti 4-2, Union 4-3, Carbon 2-4, North St. Pete 2-5. The region is tight. Tonight's a big night in the region here on a Wednesday night for Region 13 3A, and Aiden will have us updates on all the games around the state tonight, so it should be a fun one. It's going to be a great game tonight between Manti and the Carbon Dinos. Now, Manti on the last RPI ranking, which it's closed now, but the last RPI ranking, Manti was 11, Carbon was 12. If it stays this way, and there's a good chance it might, the playoffs, the Dinos will have to travel to Delta if it stays the way it is right now. Now, Carbon faced Delta earlier in the season. It fell 70-63 short to Delta. Now, joining me in the booth is Aiden Mortensen. And Aiden, yeah, if it's RPI stays the way it is, the Dinos will travel to Delta. But we have two games we need to worry about before we get to that. That's tonight. And then Friday night, the Dinos will travel to Emory. But as we looked at the region play, I told the listeners already, you'll keep us updated on the games tonight. We got some big games in Region 13 once again on a Wednesday night.
You know, both big games with region championship implications happening across the region here in central Utah. Of course, we have here Manti looking to hold on to a 4-2 in region record and advance that to 5-2. Emory, on the other hand, they're down in Mount Pleasant, about a 20-minute drive right down the road, where they too are looking to advance to 5-2. Now, this game's important, because if Emory loses and Manti loses and those records stay deadlocked, well, Emory owns the tiebreaker, having swept the season series over the Templars. So Manti not only needs to win out over their next two games, they need an Emory loss over the next two. And with the North St. Pete team we saw, that's a very real possibility coming for the Spartans.
Well, yeah, I mean, if Emory and Manti both lose, Union has 3 losses as well. So going into tonight with Union and Friday night, the region is still wide open.
Yeah, no, there is lots of games to be played. Union still in the mix, as you said. The Dinos right now feel like they really took themselves out of the championship running with that loss to North St. Pete. But, of course, that's not the only thing that matters. You have your eyes set on that ultimate goal of a state championship, and you can set yourself up with a better path for that with a pair of wins over these next two season-closing games.
Manti 8-13 overall. 4-2 in region plays. We said the Carbon Dinos sitting 2-4 in region play. And like we said already once, these two teams played in Price not too long ago. It was a great game. The Dinos lost a heartbreaker in overtime. So we're going to have a good game here tonight at Manti. Sit back and relax and enjoy Carbon Dino basketball here on 95.3 The Peak. This is where the Dinos play. You can also watch us on the KSL app, and you can also watch us on YouTube.
Yeah, you can find us over on YouTube, Sonny. It's a very convenient way to watch the Dinos both live and on demand. Very simple to find. Just go to that search bar, type in Castle Country Radio Carbon. You'll be taken to tonight's contest as well as prior contests from the Dinos season. Almost every Region 13 game on both sides is going to be present there. So a lot of Dinos content. If you're feeling frisky, not wanting to watch football heading up to the Super Bowl, well, We got you covered with Dinos Athletics. Again, Castle Country Radio Carbon on YouTube, and as you mentioned, the KSL Sports app. So many ways to support the Dinos, all powered by Castle Country Radio.
We have Ryan Piccolo on the camera tonight. He's the third man in the group, and we want to thank him for coming tonight and helping us out with the camera tonight. If you're into Carbon Dino sports, Carbon Dino basketball, football, baseball, 95.3 The Peak, Castle Country Radio. This is the place you need to be. We'll take a break, and when we come back, more of the Landon's Diesel Service pregame show. It's the Dinos on the road tonight against Manti.
At Landon's Diesel, they understand the heartbeat of your diesel truck. Whether it's the rig that powers your livelihood or the everyday vehicle that drives your life, the trained technicians at Landon's Diesel are here to keep you rolling. Plus, with 24-hour towing service, support's just a call away, anytime, day or night. Drive into Landon's Diesel for expert care tailored to you and your truck, because when your diesel needs expertise, Landon's Diesel is always here.
At A Perfect Smile, they specialize in transforming your smile with precision and care. From porcelain veneers and dental implants to orthodontics, crowns, and bridges, their expertise covers every aspect of general and cosmetic dentistry. Dr. Jackson and his team are here to address even the most challenging dental concerns, helping you achieve a smile you'll love. Ready for a smile makeover? Call A Perfect Smile today, 637-2100, to schedule an appointment.
Looking for the perfect mattress? We've got you covered. At Bill's Home Furnishings, we have the largest selection of mattresses in eastern Utah, including the highly rated Serta Perfect Sleeper. And when it comes to price, we're competitive with anywhere in the state. But we're more than just mattresses. From quality furniture and home accessories to reliable appliances, we've got everything you need to make your house a home. Stop by Bill's Home Furnishings today, where selection, savings, and service meet. Right here in eastern Utah.
Looking for financial solutions? At Cache Valley Bank, they're here to help. Whether you need commercial loans, mortgages, or expert financial advising, they've got you covered. Visit them today on the corner of First West and Main Street. Cache Valley Bank, your partner in financial success.
Equal housing lender, member FDIC. When your comfort is on the line, trust the experts who care. At Air Temp Heating and Cooling, we've been dedicated to keeping Castle Country cozy since 1999. Our certified technicians are ready with 24/7 emergency service and the latest knowledge in heating and cooling technology. As a proud Bryant authorized dealer, we'll do whatever it takes to ensure your home or business stays comfortable year-round. Call Air Temp Heating and Cooling today at 637-4468.
At Landon's Diesel, they understand the heartbeat of your diesel truck. Whether it's the rig that powers your livelihood or the everyday vehicle that drives your life, the trained technicians at Landon's Diesel are here to keep you rolling. Plus, with 24-hour towing service, support's just a call away, anytime, day or night. Drive into Landon's Diesel for expert care tailored to you and your truck, because when your diesel needs expertise, Landon's Diesel is always here.
The Dinos play here on 95.3 FM, The Peak.
Welcome back to the Landon's Diesel Service pregame show. Carbon Dino Basketball, 95.3 The Peak. This is where the Dinos play. This is where you need to be for Carbon Dino basketball, football, baseball, local sports for Castle Country Radio. We'll talk about drive time sports, and we'll talk about the game on our sister station tonight, right down the road from us, as the Emory Spartans playing North St. Pete. As Aiden said earlier, that's a big game as well. We'll keep you updated on everything going on. Why you need to be right here on 95.3 The Peak. We'll take a look at the rankings for the RPI rankings, which they're hidden now, but this is the latest RPI ranking that we had before they hid them.
Yeah, managed to snag them right before they deleted them, so I'm quite proud of myself.
So looking at this is how they sit. They might be a little bit different, but anyway, Ben Lomond is 16, Providence 15, Logan 14, North St. Pete sits 13. North St. Pete is getting a lot better
No, that is a team who we knew the first time we played them was shaping up to be dangerous. It's a young squad they have out there in Mount Pleasant, but now they're really starting to come into their own on the varsity level. They're on a 2-game win streak, Sonny. It's hard to argue with the results, beating Union and Carbon in back-to-back games, looking for a third against Emory, winless the first stretch of region now. Looking to do some real damage. And the team we're seeing tonight, they went to 4 overtimes against him. So that's a squad who knows how to scrap. If I was a coach in one of those top or upper tier seeds, I don't think I'd want to match up with North St. Pete.
Well, we've talked about North St. Pete, and when they were 0-5, we said, this is a good basketball team. Don't let that 0-5 record, don't let that fool you.
Yeah, I think it speaks to how even 3A as a whole has been, with the exception of Morgan up at the top. They've been near untouchable throughout the season. But we've heard from coaches, too, both from Union's coach and Manti's coach, that any given night you expect anyone to come away with a win. There's no real results where you look at and think, oh, that surprises me. All of these teams can compete. It just comes down to who comes out and performs any given night.
Yep. North St. Pete sits 13. Then Carbon 12 and Manti 11. The two teams playing here tonight at Manti. Grantsville sits 10. Union in the region 13 sits 9. Canyon View 8. Ogden 7. Juab 6. Delta 5. Possibly the opponent that Carbon will play in the first round, possibly.
Yeah.
Not for sure, but there's a possibility.
A lot of shakeup can happen between now and then with 2 games remaining for every team. There's a lot that could go down.
Sure. And then Emory sits 4th. They're the leader in the RPI rankings in Region 13. American Heritage 3rd, Richfield 2nd, Morgan number 1. So with those 2 losses, and now they're up to 19 wins. So that's a look at the RPI ranking, the last one that we could see. Anyway, region standings once again: Emory, Manti both 4-2, Union 4-3, Carbon 2-4, North St. Pete 2-5. We have Union off tonight on region play. Emory playing North St. Pete, and Carbon here playing Manti.
Yeah, it's going to be a packed slate, Sonny, setting up an exciting finish. I want to know how these things are going to end, because Emory sits at 4 right now. They can go up and they can go down with a pair of losses. A pair of wins helps them, potentially pushes them to the 3rd. And the big reason for that, Sonny, is because they came in early on in the season. They took care of business. They beat American Heritage. They beat Delta. They beat some of those teams we see sitting in at the top 7 in that stretch. They beat Juab. That's how they really set themselves up for success early on, by taking care of that tough preseason slate. The Dinos played an equally tough slate of games, but they did themselves a bit of a disservice by playing some 5A, 6A schools, and because of that, you suffered some losses early on. But it shows down the stretch the toughness and grit they learned from those games. So it really is exchanging a higher RPI slot or a more prepared team heading into the state tournament.
Well, playing those teams help you in the RPI as well. I'm a fan of the RPI. I like every game meaning something. The region champion, you always want to be the region champion. You take care of your region. Usually the RPI ranking is going to take care of you, but I like all the games meaning something. I'm a fan of the RPI.
Yeah, we always used to talk about there's 3 seasons: the preseason, the regular season, and the postseason. Right now, with the exception of the postseason, it feels like every game actually matters. This preseason isn't just tune-up time for these teams. These games hold actual weight, and they hold actual meaning besides getting your players ready for region.
We'll take a look at Manti. They're led by Stone Mortensen. He is averaging 14.8 points per game. He wears number 5. The Dinos need to do what tonight, Aiden, to slow him down?
Well, you need to out-physical him, Sonny. He's a strong player, and he's not afraid to get down low and bang in the post. He can also step out and shoot the 3, but you got to match his physicality, because as soon as you give him an edge in that department, he's going to go at you all night long, and you're going to find yourself sitting on the bench if you can't hang with him.
Then you have Carter Mason. The senior, wears number 4, averaging 12.8 points per game.
And it's a similar story. He's a very physical player, but he can also shoot the ball very well. So you got to keep an eye out for him from beyond the arc.
Senior Kobe Rasmussen, wears number 10. He's averaging 8.9 points per game.
Now, and what don't we know about Kobe Rasmussen, Sonny? He dominated the Dinos. Their last matchup went off for a career-high 25 points, including the last-second steal that set up the overtime period for the Templars. The kid was clutch last time, and he's probably looking to go Dino hunting again tonight.
Manti has the ability. You can shut somebody down, but then somebody else steps up.
No, that's what makes them dangerous, is that you can think you've stopped the first and second options, but those third and fourth options are equally as potent when given the opportunity.
Senior Will Barton wears number 3. He averages 8.7 points per game.
And he's another one of those options where you look at it, he can do a lot of damage quickly if you let him.
Then you have Adam Thomas, also a senior, wears number 12, 7.8 points per game.
Yeah, and he kind of mans down low in the paint. We're going to see a mixture of him and Rasmussen kind of working the painted area. So it's you got to stop it, and that's one of the areas where the Downs do run into a bit of a disadvantage. As you look at Ty Mortensen, going to be an all-state player. He averages 3 blocks a night. He's been unstoppable on the defensive side of things. There's only one of him. You get him into foul trouble, you take him out of the game, then bad things tend to happen.
Yeah, let's look at the Carbon Dinos. 3 players in double digits and one just about in double digits. I mean, he's hanging right there at 9.4, and that would be Ty Mortensen, the senior center. He wears number 34. We'll say his name a lot tonight.
That we will, and he's kind of adapted more of a pass-first mentality, and I know that Coach Brower and we here in the Sutherland's broadcast booth, we want to see him shoot a little bit more. When he can get going down on the low blocks, he's near unstoppable. He has this little hook shot, a baby fade. He is near unblockable, so I want to see him get a little more involved over these next 2 games heading into the state playoffs.
Senior forward, wears number 24, 6 foot, averaging 10.7 points a game. You really love this kid's game, Logan Bennett.
Yeah, no, he is energy non-stop. When he is on the floor, son, he's not giving 110%. He's giving about 150% out there. He will dive for loose balls. He's scrapping for rebounds. Up and down the floor, he will fly. And ultimately, he's a team-first player. He makes the decisions that are going to help his team. So some nights, you might not see him score as much because he's addition dimes and focusing more on grabbing rebounds.
You have Kyler Orth, number 2, the senior forward, averaging 10.9 points per game. Had a fabulous first quarter the other night. Took the ball to the basket. Like to see him be aggressive with the basketball like he was in the first quarter the other night.
Yeah, when he gets to operate in that short wing just inside the three-point line, he is electric. He gets the ball off the pass, and whether it's a screen or he just catches and drives, he takes the ball so ferociously to the hoop that he just really has continued to impress us all season long.
Then you have the leading scorer on this basketball team, senior guard, wears number 10, Carter Warburton. He's averaging 12.5 points per game.
And we see the scoring output drop a little bit as we went into region round 2 because that's when teams really started keying off him. You know, you watch game film from the preseason heading into region round 1, but after you actually play the teams, you know who you need to adjust to for your specific team. And for a lot of teams, that was Carter Warburton.
Now, we say a lot of kids on this team can score the basketball, and they can. The Dinos are pretty deep. Let's talk about the bench. First, let's talk about Jackson Bozzoni, averaging 6.9 points per game, but he does so much more than the 6.9 points.
So he is a critical player. Whenever it feels like the Dinos are starting to get in trouble, whenever that starting lineup starts to lose some of their legs, they're going to put Jackson Bozzoni in, and he's going to come in, and he's going to keep the pace, if not accelerate it. He's so fun to watch. He's relentless off the dribble, but he can also pass, and the defense this kid plays, Sonny, second to none.
Cash Withers, the senior guard, averaging 5.8 points per game. When he gets on a run shooting the 3, he is incredible. However, the defense has to be on him at all times, which makes the offense for the Dinos much easier when he's on the court because you can't leave him for a second or he'll hit that three-point shot all night.
Yeah, when Cash is out on the floor, Sonny, he is going to do damage, and he makes it so other teams, like you said, cannot double-team anyone else on the Dinos because you leave him open, he's going to make you pay. And as soon as he hits that first shot, you get a little nervous as an opposing coach because you know what he's capable of. 1 quickly turns into a barrage of 4 like we saw in the Dinos win over the Emory Spartans. It feels like each consecutive make for that kid, that basket just gets bigger and bigger and bigger. The offense is why they put him in the game, but his defense is why he stays in the game. He is a very good defender at the point of attack, especially along the perimeter.
Senior guard Caleb Sorensen averages 3.6 points per game, but he's a ball of energy, and you love the way he plays as well.
Oh my gosh, Caleb's one of my favorite players to watch on this team, Sonny. He is just so scrappy, and he runs his mouth, and he will defend your best player, and he will lock them down. He will send a message, and even then he can hit a 3 or 2 while he's at it. We talked to him after that win against Emory, and he said it straight up. He's like, I knew I wasn't going to be the offensive player, so I wanted to make my defense as good as it possibly could be, and it shows when he's on the floor. Opposing teams get in a bit of a flurry trying to find a way around him.
Junior guard Case Griffith averaging 3.5 points per game. Tell the listeners and the viewers a little bit about Case's game.
Well, Case follows that same defensive specialist archetype. He can come in, he can score, but he focuses most of his energy on defense. Early on in the season, he was battling injury, so we didn't get to see him make his debut until a little further into the year. But since then, Sonny, he has bought his minutes on the floor through his hard work and dedicated defense. He has been so much fun to watch, especially when he gets going. He's a little pickpocket. He gets right behind you, he'll poke it out, and he'll go to the other end and make you pay with a layup.
Yeah, Carter Branch, you didn't get to see action in the beginning of the season, but he's getting minutes now coming in, and he's making his presence known. He's not getting a lot of minutes, but you know when he's on the court.
Yeah, suffered an injury back during the white and gold game at white and blue game, Sonny. We don't need to talk about those other colors. He suffered an injury during that scrimmage before the football season. He spent the year rehabbing, trying to get back into playing shape, and he comes back just in at the nick of time, giving Coach Brower an extra body to throw in off the bench, someone who can really do some damage. He can score inside, outside, and he's also a very good defender as well. I loved it when Carter's on the floor. Like you mentioned, he may not play the most minutes as he's working his way back, but you definitely feel his impact when he is on the floor.
And you got the forward junior Logan Curtis, who when he's on the floor is not shy, not afraid to take the shot. He can make the shot, and he can make a difference in the ballgame when he's on the floor as well.
No, Logan Curtis stands at about 5'10", 5'11", but he plays like he's 7'2". He is not afraid to go throw his body around in the paint, but he also has versatility in terms of stepping out from range and taking shots from deep.
That's a look at both teams. We're about 8 minutes away from tip-off here on the Landon's Diesel Service pregame show. We'll take a break. When we come back, we'll talk a little bit more about the region. We'll get Aiden's view on all the teams in the region, and then we'll talk a little bit more about tonight's game. It'll be time for tip-off. Here on the Landon's Diesel Service pregame show, it's Carbon Dino basketball on 95.3 The Peak when we return.
At Landon's Diesel, they understand the heartbeat of your diesel truck. Whether it's the rig that powers your livelihood or the everyday vehicle that drives your life, the trained technicians at Landon's Diesel are here to keep you rolling. Plus, with 24-hour towing service, support's just a call away, anytime, day or night. Drive into Landon's Diesel for expert care tailored to you and your truck, because when your diesel needs expertise, Landon's Diesel is always here.
Hi, I'm Dr. Daniel Kelly, owner of Castle Valley Orthodontics. What's keeping you from having a perfect smile? We understand what you want from a local orthodontist. And here at Castle Valley Orthodontics, you'll be treated like family. Call Castle Valley Orthodontics at 637-2222 for a free consultation.
At Castle Country Vet, they believe every pet deserves a touch of love and expert care. You can trust Dr. Harmer and Dr. Kelly. They're not just veterinarians, but passionate pet lovers, dedicated to nurturing your furry friends like family. From routine checkups to emergency interventions, you and your pet will experience compassionate, professional care every step of the way. Let Castle Country Vet help your pets lead the happiest, healthiest lives. Call Castle Country Vet today, 637-5797, because love is a four-legged word.
Discover peace of mind with Don's Hometown Insurance, now even closer to home at their new location, 58 West Main Street in Price. Connect directly with friendly agents ready to tailor a package just for you. Imagine bundling your home, auto, and life insurance, simplifying your life while maximizing your savings. Experience personalized service designed to protect what matters most to you. Visit Don's Hometown Insurance today and feel the difference.
Show your school spirit and support local high schools with the new Eastern Utah Community Credit Union debit and credit cards. Featuring designs for Carbon, Emory, and Grand High School, these cards let you carry a piece of your school's pride wherever you go. Plus, to make purchasing easier, Eastern Utah Community Credit Union has added the convenience of tap-to-pay and compatibility with major mobile wallets. Pick up your school spirit card today at any of the Eastern Utah Community Credit Union branches.
Hey there, food lovers. It's Bill Hicks from Farlano's Cafe, your new favorite spot for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Whether you're craving a hearty omelet, a fresh salad, our golden curly fries, or our mouth-watering pastas, we've got you covered. And we're open 7 days a week. So come on down to Farlano's Cafe, where every meal is a celebration. Remember, it's where the locals eat. Visit us at Farlano's, where great food and great company come together. See you soon.
At Landon's Diesel, they understand the heartbeat of your diesel truck. Whether it's the rig that powers your livelihood or the everyday vehicle that drives your life, the trained technicians at Landon's Diesel are here to keep you rolling. Plus, with 24-hour towing service, support's just a call away, anytime, day or night. Drive into Landon's Diesel for expert care tailored to you and your truck, because when your diesel needs expertise, Landon's Diesel is always here.
You're listening to Carbon Dyno Basketball on the Peak, KRPX 95.3 FM.
Welcome back to the Landon's Diesel Service pregame show. Sonny Buscarini, Aiden Mortensen will bring you the action here tonight from the Manti. Carbon and Manti, big game in Region 13 play. It's a big night for high school basketball in the state of Utah here on a Wednesday night. And Aiden, you'll keep us updated on everything going on in the state like you always do.
That I will, Sonny. I'm prepared to bring you scores from both this region and outside of it, even outside of the 3A classification. We'll have the scores coming to you as they flow in.
Let's take a look at the region, and we'll go through each team, and we'll get your thoughts on all these 5 teams going into with tonight, and then 1 game left going into the tournament time. Let's start with number 5, the 2-5 in region play, North St. Pete.
Well, Sonny, like we said earlier, this is a team who, if I'm one of those top seeds, I don't want to face in the opening round of the playoffs because they are dangerous right now. They're playing some of their best basketball of the year. We knew it would just take some time for a lot of these younger players to adjust, especially those freshmen, sophomores used to playing the lower levels of the game to that varsity level. And now that they have, they're scary. It's not very many teams in the state of Utah who can say they have a 6'5 freshman who's averaging about 9 points per game. North St. Pete, one of those few squads who can. He's dominating as of late, Sonny.
It is senior night, by the way, here at Manti. It is their last home game of the season, so we're going to have a little bit of probably a late start on this game here tonight. Number 4, Carbon 2-4. We see Carbon every game they play. This is a team I wouldn't want to play in the tournament, honestly.
No, I wouldn't want to run into them either, Sonny, because on any given night, the motion's going to be clicking for the Dinos, and when it does, they are hard to stop. Once they get going, this squad dominates. We've seen stretches of basketball where they have outscored opponents. You look back to game number 3 of the season up at South Summit. They shut out the Wildcats, a very potent offense for an entire quarter. They are capable of doing that defensively while scoring double-digit figures on the offensive side per quarter. Now, with that being said, Sonny, this team does also have stretches where they're not playing their best basketball, where they get a little lethargic, the shots aren't falling, and the opposing team goes on a run. The common theme we've seen in victories for the Dinos was they've cut down that one bad quarter to bad minute stretches now to just a few possessions. And when they do that, that's when things really start to flow for the Carbon Dinos, when they can make sure that they are having the right motion, they're not letting them get in their own way. That's when the Dinos are playing their best basketball.
Then we sit with number 3, Union, 4-3. Union started out 3-0 in the region, but since then they've gone 1-3. They now sit at 4-3.
Well, Sonny, that's because every team in the region after that first round knows you've got to guard the three-point line. Just about every player on that team will hit the 3-ball, and they will make you pay. Memory immediately jumps to Ryan Oakey. He torched the Dinos in their first matchup, 10 threes against the Emory Spartans, handing them their first region loss. That's a group that, again, it goes for all these teams. I would not want to be on the other end of them in the opening round of the state tournament because Union can come in and they can make some noise. Not only are they a sharpshooting defensive team, but you and I saw this firsthand after the game. These are some very tall players. They've got lots of length that they can use on the defensive side of things. They're jumping into passing lanes. They're blocking shots. This is a group who really just dominates at any given moment in time, you got to be very careful when you game plan against the Union Cougars.
Manti sits 4-2, and when you talk about matchups, this is a matchup thing because Manti has 2 losses in the region, and both of them have been to Emory.
You know, and it's one of those things where for most teams who aren't playing a very specific style of basketball, who don't have a very specific roster composition, Manti is a nightmare matchup to go against. They sit right now at 11 in the RPI. Sonny, this isn't an 11-seeded team. This is a team who could be pushing top 5 at any given point on the season. Right now they're scheduled to face potentially off against the Juab Wasps. Early on in the year, they beat Juab at Juab 51-50. This is a group of kids who, like we mentioned before, they're physical. They play hard-nosed, gritty basketball. They're going to punish you on defense. They're going to punish you in the paint. And when you start trying to buy in on that, they're going to punish you from beyond the arc. They're so versatile when it comes to things like that. The only thing that really gets in their way, Sonny, is a lack of height. They have players who are strong who play down in the post, but it's like a Charles Barkley situation. They don't necessarily have those extra inches up top that are going to make up for that. So that's where Emory matches up very well against them, is Emory employs a lot of length, a lot of height into their lineup.
So Emory sits 4-2 as well. Their losses to Union and Carbon, and when we've seen Emory and Carbon play, about a week and a half ago, it seems like there might be that matchup problem there with Carbon with Emory. We'll find out. They have to play one more time here in a couple of days. But Emory sits 4-2 with their losses to Union and Carbon. Manti 4-2, both losses to Emory.
Yeah, no, and I think when you look at the Emory Spartans, Sonny, it not only comes down to matchups. How are your players going to match up with the length of the Spartans, but you're also going to be looking at the game plan. You know several things about Emory. One, they love the 3-ball. Porter Citron, he's going to be taking threes. Brett Griffin, he's going to be taking threes. They like that shot. But as Coach Brower put it after that game, you shut those two down on offense, there's not many people who do scoring for the Spartans. Another thing we know for certain about Emory is that they love that 2-3 zone. So if you can get yourself a good night from beyond the arc, force them to switch out of it, then you're going to cause some problems for the Spartans. However, I will say, watching the film on Emory as of late, they have learned from that, and they now go into a fake 2-3 as the opposing team brings the ball up the court. But as soon as it crosses the timeline, they break out into a man-to-man zone. So that's what the film is showing right now. How long will those adjustments last? Only time will tell. But right now, that's what we see from Emory. And by virtue of beating Manti twice, they have sole possession of that first-place slot here by virtue of a tiebreaker.
So it's senior night here at Manti High School. There's only 5 seniors on this basketball team. It's a very young team that Manti has. So we're going to be a little bit late on the tip-off as they're doing their senior ceremony here. We'll take a break, and when we come back, we'll have more of the Landon's Diesel Service pregame show. Great job, Aiden, on analyzing Region 13. It's been fun. We thought that the 5-team region, we weren't real happy about it, but actually I've really enjoyed the 5 teams season because every game really means something. It's balanced. I've really liked it.
No, I've really liked it, and the travel schedule as well has been incredibly nice, not just for us, but it's been a benefit for these kids who, again, they're student athletes. Students comes first, and the lesser travel they have to take, the less late nights they're getting back home, the better it is for them. And as for the region preview, like Coach Brower says, I watch a lot of film.
We'll take a break. When we come back, more of the Landon's Diesel Service pregame show, Carbon Dino Basketball on 95.3 The Peak. Tonight, we are at Manti High School. Don't go anywhere.
At Landon's Diesel, they understand the heartbeat of your diesel truck. Whether it's the rig that powers your livelihood or the everyday vehicle that drives your life, the trained technicians at Landon's Diesel are here to keep you rolling. Plus, with 24-hour towing service, support's just a call away, anytime, day or night. Drive into Landon's Diesel for expert care tailored to you and your truck. Because when your diesel needs expertise, Landon's Diesel is always here.
I was hoping to talk to someone about updating my insurance policy.
I am able to understand complete sentences.
That was a complete sentence?
I didn't understand that.
Why can't I just talk to a person?
No one talks to humans anymore.
Sometimes humans are just more helpful.
I hear you. Why don't we review your coverage with a super check?
Farm Bureau Financial Services. It's your future. Let's protect it.
Contact Farm Bureau Agent Jill Jensen in Price today.
You see your friends with their new travel trailers, four-wheelers, and side-by-sides. They're living the dream, right? Well, it doesn't just have to be a dream. You can start living that same dream life today by starting your new career with GMS Mine Repair and Maintenance. GMS is hiring mechanics, electricians, fabricators, experienced and inexperienced miners. They offer high starting wages, benefits, a 401k, and vacation pay. Local jobs are available. Apply today. Email your resume to kbarker@gmsminerepair.com. The dream can be yours with GMS Mine Repair.
The more things change,
the more they stay the same.
Yes, Mr. Automotive has a new building in Huntington.
But that just means the services they offer just got better.
Detailing and mechanic work are being added to the already great service Mr. Automotive had already offered.
And all deals are still done with the owner at the lowest prices possible.
New building, same best prices, and more auto services. Go to MrAutomotiveSales.com or stop by the dealership, 21 South Main, Huntington. Mr. Automotive, the best for less.
Imagine a smooth, hassle-free journey to the front door of your new home with the Driggs Mortgage Team guiding you every step of the way. Hi, this is Greg Driggs. Our seasoned experts understand the ins and outs of home financing and refinancing. Come visit us at our new permanent address, 8 East Main in Price, where we plan to be a staple for years to come. Start your journey today. Call 801-427-3577. The Driggs Mortgage Team, NMLS number 272076, Equal Housing Opportunity. Driggs Mortgage Team is a DBA of Premier Mortgage Resources, LLC, NMLS 1169.
At Oliver Law, we specialize in criminal defense and DUI. Everyone needs to know their rights. Let us guide you through the criminal justice minefield. At Oliver Law, we still believe in innocent until proven guilty.
In the heart of Carbon and Emery counties, Quick Realty is here to help you make the right move. Experience the future of home buying with our Matterport 3D tours, giving you an immersive look at your potential home from anywhere. Meet our dedicated team of local professionals, just real people who care, walking you through every step of the way. As a Zillow Premier and Realtor.com specialist, Quick Realty is your trusted expert, handling everything from residential, commercial, and mountain properties to property management. Your dream home is just a call away. Let Quick Realty help you find it.
Having a great local pharmacy that you can rely on is important. At Price Family Pharmacy, transferring your prescriptions is simple and hassle-free. Just call us at 637-3737 and we'll take care of the rest. Need your medication delivered right to your door? We offer free delivery to make your life even easier. Managing multiple medications? Ask about our convenient med packing services to keep you organized and on track. Visit Price Family Pharmacy and experience a team that genuinely cares. Feel better about your pharmacy. Choose Price Family Pharmacy today.
At Landon's Diesel, they understand the heartbeat of your diesel truck. Whether it's the rig that powers your livelihood or the everyday vehicle that drives your life, the trained technicians at Landon's Diesel are here to keep you rolling. Plus, with 24-hour towing service, support's just a call away, anytime, day or night. Drive into Landon's Diesel for expert care tailored to you and your truck, because when your diesel needs expertise, Landon's Diesel is always here.
Carbon Dino basketball continues on 95.3 The Peak.
Welcome back to the Landon's Diesel Service pregame show. Sonny Buscarini, Aiden Mortensen here in the Sutherland's broadcast booth. Also Ryan Piccolo doing the camera for us tonight here at Manti High School. It's Carbon and Manti, and while we have about 4 minutes to tip off, we'll get to the starting lineups here in a second. But we'll talk a little bit about other things going on in the area. Let's talk about U.S. Eastern. The Lady Eagles still sit in first place in the Scenic West Athletic Conference with a 7-1 record. They fell short to North Idaho on Saturday afternoon. However, they still sit number one in the Scenic West. And when you sit number one in the Scenic West, you're playing good basketball because it is a tough conference.
Yeah, that is a tough conference. You could give her justification for nearly every team in that conference to be ranked within the top 25. But Eastern, unfortunately, like you mentioned, falling to North Idaho. They have a good bounce-back game coming up, though, this Saturday as they take the road to face off against Colorado Northwestern Community College. That's always a good one to have after a tough loss. Regroup, figure some things out on the floor, take out some of that anger that you may have from that loss. But no harm, no foul. They still hold possession of the first-place slot within the Scenic West. So that's a group that's playing well. Another group that started to play well after running through just a buzzsaw of a schedule, the men's team for USU Eastern.
You want to concentrate on that top four, and they're right there right now. So these games are huge for them as well.
That they are. You have Snow College at number 1, College of Southern Idaho at number 2, and then you see in that 3 slot USU Eastern. They came into Scenic West play on a 14-game win streak, Sonny. This was a team who was on fire, but when you face the number 1, the number 4, and the number 1 team in the nation again, back to back to back, it's going to cause some fits for you. Unable to come away with a win in that, but still in postseason contention right now in that 3rd seed.
Well, take a look at the Lady Dinos. Last night, the Lady Dinos at home, we were there here on 95.3 The Peak. They come away with a big win over Manti, with Jones having an incredible game coming off the bench, double digits. We talked to Coach Blank after the game. A big win for the Lady Dinos confidence-wise as we get close to the end of the season and get ready for the tournament.
Yeah, Chrissy Jones comes off the bench, scores 13 points. She pulls down 3 rebounds and comes up with a steal as well. She was all over the place, and that's something that both this boys team and the girls team have in common. Anyone at any given moment can go off. That's what makes them scary. You can't game plan for just one person, because if you do, someone else is going to make you pay. That's the case for the Lady Dinos, as we saw last night. Now tonight, we're looking to see it on the men's side as they try to avoid the season sweep by Manti. And again, they had Manti's number until the final 5 seconds of that game. It was a gutsy comeback effort from the Templars. They steal the ball away with 3 seconds left on the clock. Rasmussen pokes it away. He goes up with the reverse, gets it to fall as time expires. To overtime we go, and from there, the momentum just sat in Manti's court as they came away with that victory.
All sports in the area. Castle Country Radio. Listen to Drive Time Sports. Jordan Buscarini will keep you updated with everything. He's the best in the business. He will keep you updated on everything in the area. You can also listen to that on Drive Time Sports Monday through Friday from 4 to 5 on KOAL 107.3 FM and 750 AM. We will take a break. When we come back, it'll be time for the starting 5 and the tip-off here from Manti High School. Carbon and Manti on 95.3 The Peak, where the Dinos play.
At Landon's Diesel, they understand the heartbeat of your diesel truck. Whether it's the rig that powers your livelihood or the everyday vehicle that drives your life, the trained technicians at Landon's Diesel are here to keep you rolling. Plus, with 24-hour towing service, support's just a call away, anytime, day or night. Drive into Landon's Diesel for expert care tailored to you and your truck. Because when your diesel needs expertise, Landon's Diesel is always here.
Having a great local pharmacy that you can rely on is important. At Price Family Pharmacy, transferring your prescriptions is simple and hassle-free. Just call us at 637-3737 and we'll take care of the rest. Need your medication delivered right to your door? We offer free delivery to make your life even easier. Managing multiple medications? Ask about our convenient med packing services to keep you organized and on track. Visit Price Family Pharmacy and experience a team that genuinely cares. Feel better about your pharmacy. Choose Price Family Pharmacy today.
Transform your space with Spectrum Paint featuring PPG paint, the ideal choice for any home project. Imagine a kaleidoscope of colors at your fingertips, from soothing pastels to vibrant primaries. Whether revamping a room or adding character to your exteriors, Spectrum Paint makes every brush stroke count. Dive into a spectrum where quality meets creativity and paint your world with us. Visit Spectrum Paint to find the perfect shade for your home today.
Plumbing issues don't happen every day, but when they do, it's good to know that there's a plumber you can trust right here in the Castle Country. The Swell Plumber has over 30 years of experience and has proven that he's reliable. Here's what some customers have said about the Swell Plumber.
Kurt was amazing. He came out to the house the same day and got quotes to us very quickly.
Kurt kept in touch with us with updates as things progressed. I was definitely pleased.
For residential and commercial plumbing, go to theswellplumber.com and book your appointment today.
At Landon's Diesel, they understand the heartbeat of your diesel truck. Whether it's the rig that powers your livelihood or the everyday vehicle that drives your life, the trained technicians at Landon's Diesel are here to keep you rolling. Plus, with 24-hour towing service, support's just a call away, anytime, day or night. Drive into Landon's Diesel for expert care tailored to you and your truck, because when your diesel needs expertise, Landon's Diesel is always here.
You're listening to Carbon Dino Basketball on the Peak, KRPX 95.3 FM.
Welcome back. It's time for the starting five for the Carbon Dinos tonight. We will have number 2, Kyler Orth, number 4, Caleb Sorensen, number 10, Carter Warburton, number 24, Logan Bennett, and number 34, Ty Mortensen. That'll be the starters for the Carbon Dinos tonight. The lights are off here at Manti. They're getting ready to announce the starting five for the Manti Templars, and we'll get them for you as they call them out. Number 3, the senior, Will Barton. Number 4, Carter Mason. He's also a senior. Number 5, Stone Mortensen.
This is a tough group, Sonny. Looks like they're going to follow with that senior night tradition, give all 5 of those seniors a start.
Number 12, Adam Thomas, will also start tonight. As we said, it will be Carter Mason, number 4. He averages 12 points per game. Number 5, Stone Mortensen, averaging 14.8 points a game. You talked about him. The Dinos have to shut him down a little bit tonight.
That they do. They need to make sure they keep an eye on him, Sonny, because he is dangerous.
Senior number 10, Colby Rasmussen. He averages 9 points per game. And as we said, number 12, Adam Thomas. Doing our best to see here in the dark. That's the starting five for Manti.
Yeah,
ready to go.
You can do a lot of things, Sonny, but seeing in the dark, it's a challenge for anyone. So, yeah, finally through that starting five, and we are moments away now from the opening tip here at Manti High School.
Barton, Mason, Mortensen, Rasmussen, Thomas. For Manti, for the Dinos, once again, Orth, Sorensen, Warburton, Bennett, and Mortensen are ready to go. The Dinos in their black uniforms, blue numbers laced in white. Manti tonight, white uniforms with red numbers. Dinos go left to right on your radio dial. We're ready to go. There's the tip, and it's controlled by the Dinos, and we are underway. Sorensen with the basketball, gives it over the left side. It goes to Warburton, back to Sorensen. Down low to Mortensen. Has the ball knocked away and a turnover for the Dinos. Manti will come the other way.
Kobe Rasmussen already having his impact felt early on.
Drive on the baseline for Barton. Kicks it back outside for Manti. Over on the right baseline. 3-point shot up. No good by Thomas. Rebound comes down to Bennett. Here come the Dinos. He'll bring it up the floor himself. Tried to get it to Warburton. Intercepted. Turnover number 2. All the way to the basket. And it's blocked, and we come back the other way. Bennett to Warburton. Baseline. Lay it up and in. Whistle. And a blocking foul. Count it in a foul. And Carter Warburton will go to the line for a chance for a 3-point play, and the Dinos lead 2-0.
And we've seen several of those plays coming from Carter. He is electric off the drive. He's always going to make sure that he's going to make you pay. Sometimes results in a charge, but that time gets a chance for 3 points the old-fashioned way.
Free throw won't go. Rebound out of bounds, and it will stay with Carbon. So the missed free throw, the Dinos will get the ball back anyway underneath the basket.
An unfortunate last touch coming from the Templars as Carbon gets a chance to swing this one in their favor.
Orth gives it to Warburton. Warburton now in the paint. Back to the basket. Spin move. Kicks it outside to Bennett. Bennett now drives in. Finds a little gap off the glass and in. The Dinos are off to a good start. 2 for Warburton, 2 for Bennett, 4-0 Dinos.
It was a good job staying patient by Logan. He doesn't buy in anything, waits for his lane to open, and then he takes it.
Thomas with the ball, 3-point line, picked up by Sorensen. Kicks it back outside to Mason. Mason doubled up. The defense for the Dinos is aggressive. Kick it over to the left side. Faking the 3-point shot is Mortensen in the paint. Shot won't go. Rebound Warburton. Here come the Dinos. He'll bring it up the floor himself. Stops at the 3-point line. Swings it over to Sorensen. Mortensen outside. Bennett for 3. Good. Bennett for three from the baseline right, and the Dinos are up 7-0.
Well, anytime you can open a game on a 7-0 run, that's a good sign. The Dinos just need to keep matching this same intensity.
Down underneath, shot up, blocked. Thomas gets his own rebound, puts it up and in. That's a good play by Thomas. He had his shot blocked. He stayed with it. Gets up the second time and puts it up and in. So it's now 7-2. Down low, Orth. Count it, and a foul. And the Dinos are going in the paint, and they're getting easy baskets. And Orth will go to the free throw line for the second time for the Dinos early in this game for a chance of a three-point play.
Well, Sonny, right now the Dinos like walk a flock of flame, going hard in the paint, and it's paying off on the scoreboard, increasing their lead up to 9.
Can't take advantage of either free throw, though. Can't finish either three-point play. 1 for 2 from the free throw line for the Dinos. They lead 9-2. Here's a lob pass down to the baseline. Goes to Thomas. Whistle and a foul. Thomas with the pass to Mortensen, and Mortensen will go to the free throw line to shoot 2. So the free throw line, Stone Mortensen, averaging 14.8 points per game. Foul on Mortensen. That's Ty's first. Team foul number 1 for the Dinos.
And Ty's a player we rarely see get into foul trouble, so seeing him pick up that first foul in the first quarter, usually a surprising development, which is rare for a big man.
Mortensen's first free throw is up and good. 9-3, second free throw up and good as well. 9-4, Dinos up 5. Sorensen with the basketball. Sorensen, top of the key, swings it over the right side to Bennett. Bennett holds, back to Sorensen. Sorensen with the attempt to get it down to Mortensen. He had his back to the basket. Manti gets the turnover. That's number 3 for the Dinos. Mason kicks it outside. Here's three-point shot, baseline right, won't go. Barton couldn't get it to go. Offensive rebound underneath. Shot up, partially blocked by Mortensen. Here come the Dinos the other way. Bennett down the floor, over to Sorensen on the left baseline. Back to Bennett. Bennett to Ty on the high block. Stands at the free throw line. Hands it off to Orth. Orth finds a gap. Reverse layup, won't go. Followed by Mortensen, won't go. And the rebound comes down to Manti on the ground. What do we have?
That's going to be a tough one to call. Lots of contact until a late whistle, and it looks like it's going to stay.
Foul on Manti.
Jackson Thompson. And number 2, Andrew Rowley.
Rowley checking into the ball game for Manti. Checking in Bazzoni, Branch coming out, Sorensen and Mortensen for the Dinos.
So it looks like no foul was whistled. Looks like they're just going to keep it where it is.
Must have been a jump.
I'm
not quite sure. 4:50 left to play here in the first quarter. Dinos lead by a score of 9-4. Orth in the paint. Kicks it outside. Grabbed by Warburton. Top circle. Shot clock, plenty of time, 20. Warburton spin move in the paint. Shovels it off to Bennett. Bennett wasn't ready for the pass. Saved in a turnover, number 4 for the Dinos. Dinos doing a lot well, but 4 turnovers early. 3-point shot good the other way by Carter Mason. And all of a sudden, it's 9-7.
You know, Manti's been doing everything right following that 7-0 start for the Dinos. They've come out, and they have executed since that point.
Dinos lead 9-7, despite the 4 turnovers and 0 for 2 from the free throw line. Warburton in the paint, up and good.
So Carter buys a little cushion for the Dinos with the up and in. He gets a nice fake, gets the defender up in the air, and then he's able to finish on the real try.
Mason, past the half-court stripe, stops at the top circle, sets the offense. Dinos sit back on defense. Swings it over to the left side on the wing. Back over it goes to Mason. Mason cross-court. They'll play catch behind the three-point line. Mortensen for 3. No good. Offensive rebound on the baseline. Picked up by Thompson. He came in on the last dead ball. Thompson with it. Knocked out of bounds. Whistle and a foul on Carbon. It's going to be on Bennett.
Yeah, Bennett just couldn't stop his momentum, Sonny. He's moving like a freight train, trying to get the closeout, lining up against Thompson, but just couldn't stop his momentum. Instead, slides in for the foul.
Withers and Griffith in, along with Bazzoni, Branch, and Bennett. That's the 5 on the floor for the Carbon Dinos. In it comes. Rowley throws it into Mason. Mason with the basketball, top circle. He'll hold now. Sends it over to the right side, goes to Christensen. Back outside to Mason. Manti with the basketball still. Perimeter passing once again. Good defense by the Dinos. Mason, 12 on the shot clock. Swings it over. 3-point shot. Baseline right. No good. By Barton out of bounds off the Dinos. Manti ball on the baseline.
Yeah, just couldn't get their hands on it. Bennett tries, but it gets poked out at the last second, unfortunately falling as an out of bounds against the Dinos.
Mortensen will throw it in for Manti on the baseline. Stands on the A on the Templars, and it comes. Gives it off to Barton. Barton between the circles. Now swings it right side to Christensen, and he'll travel. He picked up that little pivot foot, that patented travel call, where you just pick up that pivot foot just an instant before you put the ball on the ground.
Just a little too excited. Your body gets ahead of your brain, and when that happens, Sonny, it's almost always going to be a turnover.
Bizzoni swings it over to the right side, goes to Withers. Cross-court pass to Griffith. Griffith down on the baseline. Bizzoni back to Griffith. Griffith to Withers. Back to Griffith. Griffith's going to take the three. Three from the baseline left. No good. Offensive rebound. Bennett rolls around, won't go. And the rebound comes down to Mortensen.
And it's unfortunate when you can't get an easy opportunity like that to fall. That's one that you're going to look back at the end of the game, barring the result, and think, ugh, that should have been mine.
Dino's defense extends a little bit into the paint, whistle, and the blocking foul. I believe it's going to be on the ground. We'll see. If it's not, Jackson Thompson will shoot free throws, but I'm pretty sure that's a foul on the ground, and it is. And checking back in is Mason. Coming out is Christensen for Manti. They will throw it in on the baseline with the score 11-7 Carbon with 2:20 left to play first quarter. In it comes. Barton with the ball. Kicks it outside to Rowley. Rowley for three. Good. From the wing left. Rowley has his first points of the ball game. It's an 11-10 Dino lead. Yeah. Dinos led 7-0 at one time. Down low it goes to Branch in the paint. Puts it up. Can't get it to go. Offensive foul.
Yeah, he dropped that shoulder a little too far for the officials' liking. Because of that, he's going to be whistled for the foul. That's the fourth against the Dinos. Only two for Manti after a very flawless start defensively for the Dinos. Being punished right now, and it's not helping them in the long run.
So Branch comes out of the ball game. Orth comes in for the Corbin Dinos. Mason with the basketball. Here's a three-point shot from the wing right. No good. By Rowley, offensive rebound, Manti. Here's a three, baseline left, good. Thompson right on the corner of the baseline, hits the three, and Manti has their first lead of the game, 13-11. Dinos with the basketball, drive inside, shot up and in, nice play for Cash Withers. Takes it strong to the basket, and the Dinos tie it up at 13.
Well, Sonny, we saw the Dinos have their best rebounding game of the season against the Emory Spartans, but since then you've seen lackluster effort on the boards, and it's not helping them any bit.
Mortensen has the ball knocked away. Scramble for it. Good hustle by Griffith. He gets to the ball. Orth ahead of the pack. Lay it up and in. Kyler Orth has 4 points in the ball game. 1:05 left to play in the first quarter.
And breaks away from that tie. Sonny scores. It's 15-13.
Mortensen swings it over the right side. Goes to Mason. Guarded by Griffith. Drives in the paint. Kicks it back outside. Shot fall away from 10. Won't go. No good by Thompson. The rebound comes down to the Dinos. Here comes Bizzoni. All the way. Step move. Can't get it to go. Rebound comes down to Manti. And once again, it's Thompson. Thompson ahead to Mortensen. Dinos get back on defense. Manti sets the offense. 3-point shot, wing right, air ball out of bounds. Rowley missed everything on that one. Dino basketball. They lead 15-13. 24.7 left to play. First quarter, shot clock off.
Yeah, it wasn't the prettiest of shots, Sonny. Nothing but air on that go-ahead shot, and the Dinos now with a last chance opportunity.
Bizzoni gives it over to Withers. Withers for three. Good! A deep three for Withers. He has 5 in the ball game, and the Dinos take a big lead. There's the shot, no good, and that's how the quarter ends. And the 17-13 lead for the Carbon Dinos after one. That's a good quarter for Carbon.
Yeah, it was a hard-fought quarter, Sonny. The Dinos did what they had to do to try and come away with the victory in that one. After a 7-0 start, Manti chipped their way back into it, but down the stretch, the Dinos were able to close out the frame.
Withers with 5 off the bench, Bennett with 5, Warburton with 4, and Orth with 4 for the Carbon Dinos. That's the scoring, 17 for Manti. Leading the way is Thompson with 3, Rowley with 3, Mason with 3. All 3-point shots. And you have Mortensen with 2 and Thomas with 2.
It's 18-13 in favor of the Dinos. No, it's hard to see the scoreboard here, Sonny. We're relying on this little thing on the screen you're seeing at home.
So 18-13, that's even better. Dinos up 5.
Well, looking at some scores
from
I'm looking at some scores from around the state, Sonny. Right now, just right down the road in Mount Pleasant, North St. Pete, midway through the second quarter, leads the Emory Spartans 24-23. Juab and Providence Hall tied at 23 apiece. North Sevier up over North Summit, 12-11. So that's where we're seeing some stats sit currently. Kanab up over Enterprise as well, 20-14. So that's a look at 3A and 2A scores.
Manti will get the ball first to start the second quarter. Dinos leading 18-13.
So Carbon just needs to keep doing what they're doing. Don't let your foot off the gas pedal, because as soon as you do, Manti will take full advantage.
Mason with a basketball, top circle. Picked up there by Warburton. Swings it off to Mortensen. Drive inside. Shot by Barton. No good. Rebound Bennett. He'll bring it up the floor himself. Ahead to Orth. Orth, little step move over to Sorensen on the baseline. Back outside it goes to Warburton. Dinos with the starters back on the floor. Warburton drives inside. Back to the basket. Nice pass to Sorensen in the paint. Shot up, no good. Rebound comes down to Thomas. Here comes Manti the other way. Mortensen all the way to the basket. Lay it up and in. Nobody picked him up. It's going to be one of the easiest baskets he'll get. He has 4 in the ball game, and it's 18-15.
And that's why you can't let him get anything easy, Sonny, because as soon as you do, you give him a gap to the basket, he's going to make you pay.
Beautiful pass from Mortensen to Orth, but he can't get it to go. We come the other way. Barton ahead of the pack to Mason. Shot up, no good, out of bounds off the Dinos. Manti ball on the baseline.
Yeah, that was just a good pass, but a not-so-great shot by Mortensen. He was focused more on trying to bait the foul out on that, get something up through the contact.
Lob pass. Nice play by Manti on the inbounds. Little lob pass to Mason. Shot up and no good, but a whistle. And a foul and free throws. Mason will go to the free throw line to shoot 2. Team foul number 1 on the Carbon Dinos. Personal foul number 1 on Carter Warburton. And to the free throw line, Carter Mason averaging 12 points per game. He has 3 tonight. First free throw up and good.
That was good play design off the inbounds. You don't normally try and find one of your shorter players up for the lob, but they did just that. And up through the air, soars Carter Mason. Doesn't get the shot to fall, but he gets the trip to the line.
Second free throw. No good. Rebound Manti. They get the offensive rebound, whistle, and a foul on Carbon. So 2 fouls on the Dinos. With less than a minute in the quarter, foul on Sorensen, his first. Manti will throw it in on the baseline once again. In it comes, but stolen. Turnover number 3 for Manti. Mortensen comes up with it. Ahead to Bennett. Bennett drives inside. Jump step in the paint. Can't get it to go, and he'll go to the free throw line to shoot 2.
And it was a good drive attempt by Bennett. He answers back to what we saw from Mason. He goes in, can't get the basket to fall, but he'll earn a trip at the stripe. An area today, Sonny, which the Dinos haven't been finding the most success with, but Bennett, typically a good free throw shooter on the season. We see him shoot 75% from the line.
Foul on Mortensen from Manti, his first, team foul number 1. First 3 by Bennett is good. He has 6. Second free throw up and good as well. So 7 points for Logan Bennett. And the Dinos up 20-16.
And it was only a matter of time before the Dinos started to get things going from the charity stripe, now taking full advantage of their opportunities.
Inside, shot up off the glass, no good by Mason. Rebound comes down to Warburton. He'll bring it up the floor. Down the left side, he comes in front of the benches. All the way to the basket. Contact and a charging foul on Warburton. That'll be a turnover for the Dinos, number 6 in the ball game. Carbon leads 20-16 with 6:32 left to play in the first half.
Well, Sonny, we talked about how dangerous is a squad North St. Pete is. Right now, up 7 at the half over over Emory, 34-27.
It's a region that you never know. It's what's made it so much fun this year.
Oh, yeah, you never know what you're going to expect from any team in this region.
Nice pass from Mason to a cutting Rasmussen. Tried to put the dunk down, couldn't get it to go. Whistling a foul, however, and he'll go to the free throw line to shoot two. It's one of those situations there where if he lays it up and in, does he have a three-point play?
It's a tough decision, Sonny, because Ty was right there with his hand on the ball, but caught some skin while he was going up there as well. But it's one of those time-honored debates. Should you go for the lay-in or should you try and put a man on a poster?
First free throw up and no good.
Right now, with Manti lacking a little momentum, I'd argue the poster would be a little bit more valuable.
First free throw no good. Second free throw good. Rasmussen gets his first points of the ball game. 4 for 6 from the line as a team for Manti. Sorensen with the basketball on the left wing. Goes around the screen set by Bennett. Drives in. Kicks it back outside of Bizzoni. He came in on the last dead ball. Bizzoni with the spin move. Back over goes to Sorensen. Baseline move. Whistle. Stepped out of bounds. Turnover Corbin. That's number 7 in the ball game for Corbin. Manti basketball. Timeout. Corbin. 6:02 left to play in the first half. Corbin 20, Manti 16. It's senior night here at Manti High School. Pretty good crowd on hand.
Yeah, no, it's been a packed stadium, Sonny. You look to the right of us, and it is nothing but students standing right in front of the camera. It's been a hard-fought start to this game for both teams. Corbin took advantage of opportunities at the start and at the end of the first quarter, but Manti staying in this contest through some great play coming from the entire squad. They're not wanting to let that region lead slip away and fall to an unfavorable position. So they know there's a lot on the line today. Also playing for pride on senior night. Everyone wants to come away with a victory then.
Senior night sometimes can be tough.
It can. No, there's a lot of outside emotion that comes into these contests, and because of that, you can see some pretty not-so-ideal play, especially from those seniors who are trying to come to terms with, this is probably the last time we're playing at home.
Mason with the basketball. Gives it to Rasmussen. Rasmussen back outside. Here's Mason for three. Down the barrel. No good. Rebound comes down to Branch, who checked in on the dead ball. Branch ahead to Bizzoni. Bizzoni tries to get the ball to Sorensen, and a turnover for Corbin. And Manti comes the other way with the basketball to Mason. 3-point shot. Baseline left. Good. Mortensen has 7 points in the ball game. He's halfway to his 14 points per game.
And it was only a matter of time before Manti started punishing that. They're leaving him too open in the corner on the transition.
We're tied at 20. Bizzoni in the paint. Little underhanded layup shot, no good. Rebound comes down to Manti the other way. Dinos do great getting back on defense.
They do, but they just need to protect the corner and the arc a little bit better.
However, Rasmussen, the trailer, gets the ball and hits the three right down the barrel. Manti leading 23-20.
Well, that's a story we're all too familiar with, Sonny. When Rasmussen gets going, it's dangerous for the Dinos.
Bennett on the baseline, whistle, he'll shoot 2 free throws. On the baseline left, move to the basket, foul on Rasmussen. Team foul number 4 on Manti. Personal foul number 2 on Rasmussen. And to the free throw line goes Logan Bennett. He has 7 in the ballgame, looking for points 8 and 9. Trying to get the Dinos within 1. First free throw, no good. Dinos 2 for 5 from the free throw line tonight.
Yeah, and
checking into the ball game for the Dinos, Griffith and Withers.
We always talk about how important it is to take advantage of those free throws, Sonny, and tonight the Dinos just not doing that, and that's a part of the reason why this lead has now been lost.
Bennett's second free throw. Eyes the bucket, puts it up. It's good. 8 points for Logan. Dinos cut that lead to 2. 23-21 Manti. Manti with the basketball. With it, it's Mason. Mason to the left side, double team. Cross-court pass goes to Thomas. Back to Mason. Mortensen over in the corner, goes to Thompson. Back to Mortensen. Down to Mason in the paint to Mortensen. Finds a little gap, puts it up off the glass. Can't get it to go. Out of bounds, Dino basketball. Good defense that time by Corbin, coming over, rotating, making it tough on. It looked like Mortensen was going to get an easy shot. The Dinos defense made it look much different when they rotated over and they come up empty.
Yeah, they just continue to shift, and it's causing some confusion for Manti.
Underneath, Bennett with the easy 2. Bennett has 10. Double digits for Bennett, we're tied at 23.
And this is the Logan Bennett we haven't seen in a while, someone who decides, fine, I am going to do this myself. I'm going to take the ball to the rack, and I'm going to score, and there's nothing you can do to stop me. It's good to see him get back into that mindset.
4:08 left to play first half. Double dribble.
And that's caused by good defense by the Dinos. We normally call it an unforced turnover, but the collapsing defense of the Dinos, especially in that high post region, has created a lot of chaos between these two squads, and it forces the double dribble for Manti. Yep.
Roley with the double dribble, Dinos with the basketball. Tied at 23. Down low it goes to Branch. He gets it. Knocked away, gets it back. Bazzoni with the ball, tip of the key. Drives in, off the glass, count it. Bazzoni with his first basket of the ball game, and the Dinos have the lead back, 25-23, 3:40 left to play first half.
Yeah, and they're flowing right now. They just got to keep this momentum going in their favor. You can't let Manti break off a big run.
Barton, double team, gives it over to Mason. Mason, top circle, back to Barton, back to Mason. They play catch up high. Mason finds a gap, lays it up and in. Mason found a lane, wide open to the basket. Takes it and lays it up and in. We're tied at 25.
And that's what makes him so dangerous, Sonny. He gets the slightest lane. He's going to make it pay.
Bennett in the paint. He gets the bounce and answers back. 12 for Logan. Late first half. 3:05 left to play. Dinos up 2. 27-25. Rowley with the ball. Rowley gives it to Barton. Barton kicks it outside to Crane, who checked in on the last dead ball. Ball knocked away in a turnover. Number 5, fast break the other way. Bazzoni takes it all the way, lays it up and in. 4 quick points for Bazzoni. The Dinos up 4, 29-25, with 2:40 and running left to play in the first half.
Not only is Bazzoni a crafty guard, but he knows how to use his momentum when he is driving down the floor, gets shifty, and is able to score on nice little moves to the rim.
Foul on the ground. They got the ball down to Thompson on the high block. And a reach foul on the Dinos, team foul number 2. Foul on Branch, his second.
And with that being the 5th team foul, Sonny, that's going to send Jackson Thompson to the line. So Carbon, with that early foul fever in the second quarter, is now backfiring against him.
2 fouls on Manti. The first free throw was up and no good. Manti now 4 for 7 from the line. And Jackson Thompson has 1 more to come.
So it's just not been the best free throw shooting night for either team as of late. Manti, like you said, 4 of 7. The Dinos just not able to convert on their opportunities.
3 for 6. Second free throw up and no good as well. And the rebound comes down to Branch. Branch to Sorensen. Sorensen to Griffith. Both of them checking in on the last dead ball. Orth also in the ball game. The ball goes to Orth down low. Shot up, no good. Had a pretty good look at the basket. Kind of lost where he was at.
It was a good
comes up empty.
Partial block coming from Hudson Crane as well.
Drive inside, shot up no good by Barton. Offensive rebound no good. And then a travel. As they kick it outside to Thompson, and he done that little lifting that pivot foot before he puts the ball down, and a turnover, number 6 for Manti.
Yeah, if you're a Manti fan, that was a yes, no possession, rebound, travel, and now the ball goes back in favor of the Carbon Dinos.
2 minutes left, Carbon up 4, 29-25. Sorensen with the ball. Throws it right in the hands of Manti. Turnover number 9. Barton for 3. Baseline left, short. Offensive rebound underneath Mortensen. Shot up no good. Out of bounds off Orth. And Manti ball on the baseline.
And if I'm the Dinos going into the halftime locker room, the message is going to be, guys, we need to rebound, especially on offense. Go back to Little League concepts. You find your guy, you box him out, you do not let him get the ball, because right now, Manti eating the Dinos up.
Mason, that same inbounds play, it works again as they get the ball to Mortensen. He's about 8 feet from the basket. They foul him, and he'll go to the free throw line to shoot 2. Stone Mortensen, 7 in the ball game. He's halfway to his average of 14. The foul is on Branch, and that's his 3rd. Foul number 5 for the Dinos. First free throw up and no good.
It's very good play design, Sonny, because as you're trying to contest that ball and as Manti gets it midair, you're already drawing a lot of contact by virtue of trying to contest the inbound pass. When that happens in the motion of shooting, you get a trip to the line, so Manti takes full advantage of that.
1 for 2 for Mortensen, 5 for 10 as a team. For Manti, shooting 50% from the line. Shot up and no good in the paint for the Dinos. Rebound comes down to Manti the other way. Around the defender goes Mason. Kicks it outside. 3-point shot good. Adam Thomas. He has 5 in the ball game. 29-28. Dinos up 1. Stolen by Manti. Fast break the other way. Shot up, no good. Rebound comes down to Ort. Ahead. Lay it up. In. Basket for Carbon. Withers gets the layup from the pass from Orth.
And inside the final 50 seconds, Sonny, the Dinos have to try and get something going.
Swing it around. 3-point shot, baseline left, no good. Rebound, scramble for, whistle and a foul. Foul on Manti.
Foul goes to number 32, Hudson Crane, his first.
The score sits right now, Sonny, in favor of the Dinos, 31-29.
So here we are with the basketball. It's Carbon with the basketball. Withers. Down to Curtis, who checked into the ball game. Back to Sorensen. Down low it goes to Griffith. Griffith back outside to Sorensen. Nice pass underneath to Orth, and he'll get the layup. Orth has 6 in the ball game. .13 seconds left to play. Shot clock off. Manti with the basketball. Goes around the screen, drives inside, whistle, and a foul on the ground. Free throws for Manti because of the 5 fouls for the Dinos.
Yeah, so with 3 seconds left, Sonny, it's going to be danger time for the Dinos as they go to the line. They're up by 33-29.
Free throw up. No good. Free throw misses continue for Manti. 5 for 11 now from the free throw line. 33-29. Dinos up 4.
And normally you're pretty happy shooting 50% from anywhere else but the free throw line. That's not the best stat for Manti.
Under 50% actually. Second free throw up and good. 7 points for Mason. Dinos with the ball. Shot at the buzzer. 3 from the wing right is up and no good by Withers. And we have played a half here at Manti. Senior night at Manti, and the Carbon Dinos have played a good first half of basketball. It's Carbon 33 and Manti 30 when we come back to Castle Valley Orthodontics Halftime Show.
Hi, I'm Dr. Daniel Kelly, owner of Castle Valley Orthodontics. What's keeping you from having a perfect smile? We understand what you want from a local orthodontist. And here at Castle Valley Orthodontics, you'll be treated like family. Call Castle Valley Orthodontics at 637-2222 for a free consultation.
Plumbing issues don't happen every day, but when they do, it's good to know that there's a plumber you can trust right here in the Castle Country. The Swell Plumber has over 30 years of experience and has proven that he's reliable. Here's what some customers have said about the Swell Plumber.
Kurt was amazing. He came out to the house the same day and got quotes to us very quickly.
Kurt kept in touch with us with updates as things progressed. I was definitely pleased.
For residential and commercial plumbing, go to theswellplumber.com and book your appointment today.
The time is now to join the JN Auto Experience. Browse quality used cars, trucks, and SUVs at our price or Huntington lots. JN Auto can even help you get financing. Get fast, expert mechanic service to keep your vehicle running smoothly. Treat your car to a spotless wash or make it shine with professional detailing. Even rent a car. All in one convenient stop. JN Auto. Driven forward.
Welcome to Emery and Carbon Animal Health, where Dr. Jensen and his staff greet you and your pet with caring smiles. Our exam rooms are clean and inviting. Our accredited doctors offer many procedures, including examinations, surgery, dentistry, and boarding. Schedule an appointment today. 2 locations to serve you. Emery and Carbon Animal Health. Animals big and small. We care for them all.
It's fun! It's our favorite place.
Strike up family fun for everyone. Gateway Lanes. Families that play together stay together. And Gateway Lanes is your center for fun, snacks, and great food. So let Gateway Lanes do the cooking with open and league bowling year-round and Club Bowl Thursday night, 9 till 11:30, with unlimited bowling including shoes. Since 1989, Helper's Hometown Bowling Center, Gateway Lanes, South Main Street in historic Helper, and bowlhelper.com. Let's roll.
Our home flooded when the refrigerator line broke. We felt helpless, didn't know what to do. Our neighbors told us to call On Call Restore. They really came through for us.
Serving all of southeastern Utah, they're fast and professional. 24/7 emergency services for water, fire, and mold. They even do emergency board-ups. And as a licensed insured general contractor, they do the remodeling as well. Call for a free quote, 650-1092.
Bringing you peace of mind during the worst of times. Call On Call, 650-1092.
We'll be on our way.
Hi, I'm Dr. Daniel Kelly, owner of Castle Valley Orthodontics. What's keeping you from having a perfect smile? We understand what you want from a local orthodontist. And here at Castle Valley Orthodontics, you'll be treated like family. Call Castle Valley Orthodontics at 637-2222 for a free consultation.
Welcome to the Carbon Dyno's Halftime Report, brought to you by Castle Valley Orthodontics. Call 637-2222 and schedule your free consultation for a smile that will last a lifetime.
Welcome back. Castle Valley Orthodontics halftime show here at Manti High School. The Carbon Dinos have a 33-30 lead here at the half in Region 13 play. We'll take a look at scoring first for Manti, and Aiden, just chime in as we go down the list here. Leading the way for Manti is the senior Stone Mortensen. He has 8 points in the ball game. He's averaging 14. He's over halfway there.
Yeah, we knew he was a threat coming into this game, Sonny, and he's showing just why. You give him just inches of space, and he's going to make you pay.
Carter Mason, the senior, with 7 points. He's averaging 12 a game, so he's over halfway there as well. Good first half for Mason. He really controls this offense, doesn't he?
He does. He conducts it oh so well. That's a major advantage to Manti. He can go fast. He can go slow. He really controls the tempo for this team.
Adam Thomas with 5. 3 of those 5 points are 3 from down the barrel. 5 points for Thomas. And then Kobe Rasmussen with 4. Jackson Thompson with 3. And Andrew Rowley with 3 for Manti. For a total of 30. From the free throw line, 6 for 12, just 50% from the line.
Yeah, and right now, one thing I think Manti isn't taking enough advantage of is during the transition, the Dinos running a 3-2 zone. They're leaving a corner wide open, especially as they try and stop the drive from the wing. You set someone up there, a spot shooter, they're going to make the Dinos pay all night long. You need to go to that. You need to hit those shots. Right now, they just haven't been doing that, but when they have, the few times we've seen it, it's gone right in.
Only 6 turnovers for Manti, though. They've taken pretty good care of the basketball in the first half.
No, that they have, Sonny. That's been a theme throughout the season. This is a team who isn't very turnover prone.
Take a look at the Carbon Dinos leading the way. The senior Logan Bennett having a great game. 12 points in the first half. He's all over the place.
Yeah, and we talked about it early on in the broadcast, Sonny. It's been a while since we've seen him say, hey, no one's going to stop me tonight. I'm going to take over this game and just dominate the way we've seen from Logan tonight. And it's good to see that back in form. Remember, to start the season, he had 24 points against Tooele, looking to rekindle some of that magic here against Manti.
Then we have Cash Withers with 7 points in the first half. The senior with a good night coming off the bench so far as well.
Yeah, and like we said, Cash heats up quickly, and when he does, you better look out because he is going to strike from everywhere.
Kyler Orth with 6 points. Senior having a good night, too. And then we have Warburton with 4. Bazzoni with 4 for the Carbon Dinos for a total of 33. They lead by 3.
Yeah, and one of the things that's going to apply for both teams going into the second half of action, Sonny, both of them have had opportunities with offensive rebounds to take over and do some damage, but they just haven't taken advantage of those opportunities. Manti, we've seen them 1 rebound, 2 rebounds. They'll kick it out for an open 3, but they'll travel for the Dinos. They'll grab the miss. They'll go up, and it'll rim out. They can't get the shots to fall. The team that gets those offensive putbacks falling first, they're going to be at a pretty big advantage.
At the free throw line, 3 for 6, just 50%, and 9 turnovers for the Carbon Dinos in the first half.
Yeah, it's been a very good half of basketball for both of these two teams. Again, like it did against North St. Pete, whoever is going to want it more, whoever's going to come out and win this third quarter is going to be the difference maker heading into the final 16 minutes of the game. Manti, again, they have a lot to play for still. Emory on the ropes tonight down at North St. Pete, and because of that, they can take possession of the sole first place slot here in region play with a win. That would be big time for a Manti team who has spent some time trying to rebuild, but the Spartans at the end of the third quarter managed to knock this one back up 49-49, so Manti needs to take care of business. They also got to hope for a little help from Lady Luck and those fellows down in North St. Pete, and it's always hard to root for your rival.
That's just down the road from us, and that's on our sister station, KOAL 107.3 FM, 7:50 a.m. Jordan Buscarini and Travis Anderson down there doing that game. Here it's 33-30, the Dinos with the lead here at the Castle Valley Orthodontics halftime show. Now the Dinos will go right to left on your radio dial, and the Manti student body just went from half court to behind the basket that the Dinos are going to be shooting at.
Oh, that's an intimidating thing, isn't it, Sonny? Seeing that student body eyeing you down as you try and shoot from beyond the arc, or more devastatingly at the free throw line. And you got to give them credit. They are packing this. They filled up almost that entire back section of the bleachers as they switch with some of those younger Manti fans. That's one thing I've always loved about Manti, is that this is a bunch of basketball fans. This is a basketball-based community here in Central Utah. You grow up with Snow College right up the street. You're going to see some good basketball, and as has been the culture here at Manti High School, they've been dominant throughout the 2000s. They're trying to find their way now in the 2020s.
So it is time for the second half. You have been listening to the Castle Valley Orthodontics halftime show. Dinos lead 33-30. Dinos looking for their third region win of the season, trying to go 3-4. Manti trying to go 5-2. And what's going on down at North St. Pete with the Emory Spartans, this even makes this a bigger game tonight for Manti.
Yeah, you take care of business at home, and you put yourself potentially in the driver's seat. So, going to be a pretty big stretch down the way for both of these teams. Carbon looking to boost themselves in the RPI. Manti looking to claim a spot in the region championship. We got so much to look forward to in the second half of action, Sonny.
Starters on the floor for the Dinos: Warburton, Sorensen, Mortensen, Orth, Bennett. Same starters on the floor for Manti that started the game: Barton, Mason, Mortensen, Rasmussen, Thomas. We're ready for the start of the second half, and here we go. With the basketball, it's the Carbon Dinos, and it's Sorensen. Swings it over to the left side. It goes to Warburton. Mortensen behind the three-point line. Over to Sorensen on the right side. Now makes a drive on the baseline. Turnover for the Dinos. Fast break the other way. It's Mason. Hands it off. Shot up off the glass. No good by Barton. And the rebound north, and he traveled.
Yeah, it slid that pivot foot just inches too far as he tries to sling the ball up the floor. And because of that, Manti gets to set up underneath their own basket. Very favorable positioning for the Templars.
2 quick turnovers for the Dinos. We haven't played 30 seconds yet. In it comes. Mortensen in the paint. Kicks it outside now. Swings it left to Barton. Barton has the ball on the ground. Whistle and a turnover. We come the other way. So Manti turns the ball over on the offensive side, and the Dinos have it up 3, 33-30.
Well, we've seen some good defense to start the third quarter. Offense has not followed, though, as both of these teams struggling with the turnover bug.
Bennett with the ball on the right wing. Gives it to Mortensen. Down low it goes to Warburton, and a bump foul on the ground by Rasmussen. Team foul number 1 on Manti, and the Dinos will throw it in on the baseline.
So score still sits 33-30, Sonny. Neither team able to break that scoreless streak early on.
Rasmussen picks up his third. Mortensen with the ball, 15 feet from the basket, hands it outside to Warburton on the wing right. Sorensen swings it over to Bennett, left side, finds a gap, lays it up, no good, whistle and a foul. Foul on Rasmussen, over the back, trying to attempt the block. He gets Bennett, and Bennett will go to the free throw line to shoot two. Try to make it a 4, possibly 5-point lead for the Dinos.
And this is a testament to Coach Brower watching film, Sonny. He recognized that Kobe Rasmussen did almost all the damage the last time these two teams met, and now he's been turned into a near non-factor, especially as he picks up foul number 4. The Dinos have held him in check tonight, something which they couldn't do in their first meeting.
Checking into the ball game is Hudson Crane. For Manti, first free throw, no good. 3 for 7 from the line. Second free throw, good. 13 points for Bennett.
That's an intimidating wall of red he has to shoot against, so the fact that he was able to bounce back from that miss is impressive.
Mason with the ball, swings it over to the right side, goes to Mortensen. Mortensen picked up by Orth. Back outside to Mason, left wing. Whistle and a reach foul on Sorensen. Team foul number 1 here in the third quarter for the Dinos.
That's his third, Sonny, so we're going to have to see him head to the bench for a bit. But that's the switch-off you have when you have a very defensive-heavy player like we see in Caleb.
Bazzoni checks in. In it comes, back to the three-point line. Mortensen for 3. Won't go. Rebound, Bennett for the Dinos. Bennett ahead to Bazzoni, past a half-court stripe, comes left side. Still with the basketball, dribbles in the paint, puts up a shot, off the glass, no good. Offensive rebound up and in by Orth. Orth has 8.
Well, talk about being in the right place at the right time. Kyler Orth gets the easy putback to fall.
35-30, Dinos up 5. 3-point shot the other way, good. As Thomas has his second 3 of the ball game. He has 8. 36-33, Dinos up 3, timeout on the floor.
Well, Thomas is getting a bit of an advantage because last time we saw him, he wasn't really the three-point shooting specialist, but tonight, hitting 2 of them, he has made the Dinos pay for leaving him open. Lazy closeouts have really opened up a lane for the shot to fall for Thomas as he cuts back into that lead, makes it 36-33 in favor of the Dinos. So Carbon comes out, they do what they need to do early on, but now, much like the first quarter, Manti with a good recovery, they're bouncing back, trying to battle their way back into this contest.
Carbon Dino basketball, 95.3 The Peak. This is where you need to be for Carbon Dino sports. Right here on 95.3 The Peak, Castle Country Radio. Sonny Brascarini, Aiden Mortensen bringing you the action from Manti. 36-33, Dinos up 3. And they have the basketball here in the third quarter with 6:14 left to play. With the basketball is Bazzoni. He'll bring it up the floor. Swings it over to the right side, goes to Bennett. Bennett goes around a screen set by Mortensen. Back to Bazzoni off the Orth pass. Bazzoni over to Warburton. Baseline. They're covering Carter very closely, but a nice pass from Carter, and he hits Orth going to the basket, gets the easy layup. He has 10 in the ball game, 38-33 Dinos.
Slick as can be, Orth runs his way to the basket, a great cut by the senior.
Mason kicks it outside. 3-point shot blocked by Mortensen. Then he gets it, it goes out of bounds, and it will be Dino basketball. A good block by Mortensen. He kept it in play. Trying to get that shot off was Barton.
He came from the painted area up to the top of the key, blocks the three-point shot, nearly has the opportunity to finish on a fast break with the pass, but because of some great defense by Barton to get back, he tips it out of bounds, forces the Dino to go into a half-court set.
38-33, Dinos up 5 with 5:37 left to play in the third. Last time these two teams played, Manti came away with the win in Price at Carbon High School in overtime. Another good one here tonight. Mortensen with the ball. Drives inside. Shot blocked. Nice play by Thomas. We come the other way. Fast break. Manti. Nice save by Mortensen. Then he throws it away, and the Dinos come back the other way. And the Dinos, I thought they were going to give it right back. Orth gets it, and they do give it right back. And it gets a little bit sloppy here in the last minute or so. And then a foul on Carbon after their 12th turnover. Well, team foul number 2.
both teams are trying to push the pace here, Sonny, and it's working to a benefit and a detriment. Benefit when you can actually complete the pass, but they're trying to do a little too much with the ball too quickly. They're getting the steal, good defensive play, and then they are sending it soaring down court into who knows what, and it's not working for either team.
Orth with foul number 1. Warburton and Bennett come out of the ball game for the Dinos. Manti with the basketball. Sets the offense. Here's Mason. Pass on the baseline. Shot blocked by Mortensen again. Mortensen's defense showing up here in the second half, but they steal it away from him. They get another chance. Shot up no good. Rebound Mortensen.
Well, Ty may not have the turnovers go in his favor, but he's getting the defense going.
Fast break the other way, and Orth puts it up and in. He goes strong to the basket. Tried to get a dunk. I don't know if you can consider it a dunk.
I was going to ask you the same.
But a win, and nevertheless, and he got fouled, and he's going to the line to shoot for a three-point play.
I think we can call it a rim grazer. That was a rim grazing dunk.
I agree.
Flush it down, but gets the lucky bounce like you do on the playground, but he has a chance for 3 points the old-fashioned way now.
Orth, free throw good. He has 13.
And you look at Greg's face, as he takes the free throw, he is smiling. Still my favorite nickname for a player on this team, Tyler Greg Orth.
41-33 Dinos. Mortensen with the basketball. Drives in. Whistle, that's going to be an offensive foul on Mortensen. He said he got that elbow out and pushed off. Fans don't like the call. It's a raise from us. I'm not going to second guess the referee there.
I'm just going to say fans don't like any call. Whether it goes in your favor or not, they're not happy.
Pizzoni with the basketball. Pass to half-court strike, three-point line. Drives in. Kicks it out, knocked out of bounds. Dino basketball on the baseline. Dinos up 41-33. 4:18 left to play in the third.
It's been a good third quarter for Carbon. They just need to keep it up over this next 4-minute stretch.
Ball knocked away from Pizzoni. Whistle on the foul. Foul on Pizzoni. So that's a good defensive play that time by Mason. They knocked the ball away from Pizzoni, and then he went for it, and, he had the position on the ball. That's why he got that call.
He did. He was in a great position to come away with the steal and bait the foul out. Good defense from Manti.
41-33, 4:08 left to play and running. Third quarter, Manti trailing the Carbon Dinos. Dino basketball, 95-3 the Peak. Mason with the ball on the baseline. Cut off there by Griffith. Bounce pass underneath, knocked away. Manti gets it back, almost a turnover. Thomas thought about the three. Hands it off to Mortensen. Whistle. Foul. But away from the ball, I believe, on Carbon.
Yeah, bit of a bump foul. He was trying to fight through the screen and make contact, but again, the momentum not working in his favor.
Team foul number 4. Personal foul number 2 on Orth, and he'll come out of the ball game. Mortensen in, along with Bennett. Pizzoni, Griffith, Withers. That's the 5 on the floor for the Dinos. In it comes to Mason in the backcourt. Mason brings it up, picked up by Griffith. Bounce pass goes to Mortensen. Mortensen, tip of the key. Looking. Down underneath. Reverse layup, good. Nice pass to Rowley. Somehow he found a way to the basket and got the ball to drop. 41-34 is the score. That's a nice play by Rowley. All the way back the other way. Pizzoni tries to answer. Layup, no good. Rebound comes down to Mortensen. Up the floor comes Manti. Mortensen brings it up himself. Stops three-point line. Swings it over the right side. Goes to Rowley. Three-point shot down the barrel. Halfway down by Thomas and bounces out. No good. Rebound Bennett.
Yeah, that one looked like it was dropping in until the very last second. A lucky break for the Dinos on the miss.
Bennett swings it over to the Pizzoni. Pizzoni sets the offense down to Mortensen. Nice pass to Griffith. He'll finish it off the glass. That's a great offensive set for the Carbon Dinos. Griffith with the basket. His first 2 of the ball game. We go the other way. And a charging foul on Manti. That's turnover number 10. And the Dinos get the ball back with an 8-point lead. 43-35. 2:48 left to play in the third quarter.
Well, when you go into the second half with only 6 turnovers and you pick up 4 in the third, things obviously not going your way. The Templars need to clean things up.
Griffith to Bennett in the paint. Off the glass, good. The Dinos are scoring easily all of a sudden. Bennett has 15 points. The Dinos are up 10. It's a 45-35 lead. Manti with the basketball. It's Mason. Guarded by Griffith. Tries to take Griffith to the basket, then hands it off to Mortensen. Lays it up, no good. Whistle, foul on Bennett, I believe. We'll see. It will be free throws for Mortensen. It is on Bennett, and that's his third.
Well, now it's decision time for Coach Brower. It looks like he's going to turn to Carter Warburton off the bench. You don't want Bennett fouling out until at least the fourth quarter. We've seen it before where he has, and he was sorely missed when that happened.
Stone Mortensen with his first free throw and first points of the second half. He has 9. 7 for 13 as a team from the line for Manti. 45-36, Dinos up 9. Mortensen eyes the bucket for free throw number 2, nothing but net. Double digits now for Mortensen, he has 10. 45-37, Dinos up 8. Bozzoni with it. Gives over the right side, it goes to Withers. Withers on the wing. Cross-court pass, back to Bozzoni. Warburton on the right wing. Back to Bozzoni. Bozzoni drives in, stops just inside the free throw line. Can't get it to go. Offensive rebound by Branch, and he puts it up and in. He comes in on the last dead ball, puts a 2 in for the Dinos, 47-37.
Like we said, he may be on limited minutes, but he has a big impact when he's out there.
Barton gives the ball to Mortensen. Mortensen hands it off to Thomas. Thomas, back over it goes to Barton. Barton drives in on Bozzoni, off the glass and in. Barton gets his first basket of the ball game.
Oh, and right now, Manti trying to keep themselves from going into the fourth down 10. Every time that scoreboard reaches that deficit, they're able to quickly score.
Underneath the Branch. Branch to Warburton, easy basket.
I don't know if that was a design pass necessarily, if it was poked away in a desperation move by Branch, but the result's the same. Points for the Dinos.
Warburton with 6, 49-39. 3 the other way, good from the left wing. Thomas. He has 11. That's his third 3 of the ball game.
Yeah, you got to get a hand in this kid's face, Sonny. He is on fire.
Withers with the ball on the right side. Whistle and a reach foul on Mortensen.
Well, that's going to be team foul number 6. So it's going to be bonus shots coming for the Carbon Dinos. Looking at the stats on the season, Sonny Cash has had himself a pretty good season, shooting 62% from the stripe. So has a chance to tack on a few more points here.
49-42, make it 50-42. Withers' first free throw was up and good. He has 6 in the ball game. The Dinos are now 6 for 10 from the free throw line. Second free throw is up, and it's good as well.
Yeah,
Withers with 9.
Cashing that one home, an excellent effort from Cash.
Mason with the basketball, past the half-court stripe, picked up there by Griffith. Hands the ball off to Barton. Barton to Thomas for 3. You cannot leave him open. Adam Thomas, his fourth 3 of the ball game. He has 14. 51-45, 6-point lead for the Dinos. Bozzoni all the way to the basket, lay it up and in. Jackson answers. He has 6 in the ball game. 53-45, Dinos up 8.
And the Dinos doing an excellent job on offense. You just need to get a hand in the face of Thompson. He's punishing you from beyond the arc right now. You need to give him a closeout.
Mason guarded closely by Withers, a long ways from the basket over in the top corner. Still with the basketball. 7 on the game clock, shot clock off. Bounce pass down on the baseline. Count it, and a foul. Christensen. That was a great play by Mason. He got the ball to Christensen. He'll put it up and in, and a chance for a 3-point play.
Now, and we saw the downside of aggressive defense. Griffith pressuring heavily near midcourt. He hops just to the left. Mason takes advantage, drives down the lane, gets the dish and dime, and now things not looking as dire for the Templars.
3-point shot at the buzzer, no good. Christensen gets the free throw to go. He has 3, and we have played 3. And it's a 53-48 Dino lead as we go into the fourth quarter.
Yeah, and it's been a hard-fought battle, Sonny. The Dinos at one point nearly they did have a double-digit lead sitting at 10, 52-42. But slowly but surely, Manti has chipped their way back into this contest, sitting 53-48 against the Templars. So they're going to need a big closeout fourth quarter. This is where you pull out all the stops, both as a player and as a coach. You're going to have to see some gutsy performances. Bennett going to be a big impact player for the Dinos down the stretch. Can he stay in is the question. And, well, Sonny, it looks like North Sanpete not going to do their cross-county rivals any favors. They're down by 5 with 45 seconds left, 65-60. So Emory, down throughout the game, has found some magic in the fourth. Hopefully the Dinos can avoid that same magic here.
Emory trying to go to 5-2. Possibly leading the region if the Dinos can hold on here tonight. That was a 20-point quarter for the Dinos. 18 points for Manti. 53-48. We go to the fourth quarter. Dinos up 5. The Dinos need to do what, Aiden, to come away with this 5-point lead and come away with a win here?
Well, first of all, just keep doing what you're doing offensively, but then you also need to get a hand in the face of Thomas because he is just raining it down from beyond the arc right now.
Yep, 4 threes.
Oof.
Manti with the basketball. It's Mason. Mason. Bounce pass goes down to Rasmussen on the baseline. To Mortensen. Back outside to Barton. Here's a 3. No good by Mason. And the rebound comes down to the Dinos. Rebound Sorensen. He'll bring it up the floor himself. Along with Bennett, Orth, Mortensen, and Warburton on the floor for the Dinos. Carter with the ball on the right side. Picked up there by Mason. Now puts the ball on the ground. Cross court goes to Sorensen. Back to Warburton. Bennett down to Mortensen on the low block. Shot up, blocked out of bounds. It'll be Dino basketball on the baseline with 11 on the shot clock. 7:18 left to play in the ball game, and the Dinos up 53-48.
That was good defense coming from the likes of Rasmussen, knowing he has 4 fouls. The next one takes him out. Stays clean, stays straight up.
Carter's 3, no good, but we have a foul before the shot on Manti. It's going to be on Mortensen. He ran right over the top of Orth.
Yeah, he tried to get through that screen, but you can see his football background shining through, Sonny. He was flying in like a linebacker would try and hit the B gap.
That's Mortensen's 4th foul. That could be huge. In it comes to Orth. Shot up, no good. Out of bounds. Who has it?
That's going to be Manti. Mortensen would have had the out on Manti, but he tried to save the play, and because of that, ball goes back in favor of the Templars.
53-48, Dinos up. 7:11 left to play in the game. Carbon Dino basketball, 95.3 The Peak. This is where the Dinos play. This is where you need to be for Carbon Dino sports. We're at Manti tonight, Region 13 play. Mason with the ball. Gives it off to Rasmussen, drives in, whistle, foul, and free throws. Foul on Orth. And to the free throw line to shoot 2 is Kobe Rasmussen.
And Rasmussen been held in check for a bulk of the game, not having his 25-point outburst that we saw the last time these two teams met. But he has played very solid to start the fourth.
I thought it was on Orth. It's on Mortensen, his 3rd. And the first free throw by Rasmussen is up and good. So 3 fouls on Mortensen. Keep an eye on that, too, for the Dinos. Second free throw is up and good. Rasmussen with 6 in the ball game. 6:56 left to play. 53-50. The Dinos up 3. Warburton swings it over to Sorensen, and a turnover for the Dinos. We come the other way. Dinos get back good on defense. Doesn't matter. 3-point shot up, no good by Barton. Rebound Dinos the other way. Bennett with the ball on the right side. Picks up his dribble, gives it to Orth. Orth 3-point line, hands the ball off to Sorensen in front of the Dino bench. Down low it goes to Mortensen. Shot from 10, good. Ty Mortensen gets his first basket of the ball game. At a great time. Couldn't have been a better time for the Dinos. 55-50. 3-point shot, no good. Rebound comes down to Thomas for Manti. Kick it outside to Rasmussen. Drives in off the glass, no good. Rebound Bennett. Jump ball or a reach? Jump ball on Manti. It's going to be on Rasmussen.
Yep, so that's his 5th. He's going to be disqualified. He's done for the evening, Sonny. So they take their biggest problem the last time they met, and they foul him out with minimal impact.
So he fouls out with 6:05 left to play. Finishes with 6 points on the night, and the Dinos lead by 5 in the ball. Sorensen with it, 3-point line. Lobs it down to Mortensen. Knocked away, picked up by Bennett. Bennett right in front of Coach Brower. Now swings it to Sorensen, over to Warburton. Whistle and a foul. Stepping in front of a pass was Mason, but he made contact on Sorensen and the foul, and that's team foul number 4 on Manti and foul number 1 on Mason.
Well, you can see why this team made the state championship in football. They're a physical bunch. You can't necessarily get as physical in basketball, and it's going much to their detriment tonight.
Foul number 3 on Manti, not 4. And Warburton with the basketball on the left side. Orth for 3. Baseline left, no good. Offensive rebound by Bennett. Shot up and swatted away by Mortensen. But the Dinos have the ball on the baseline. Nice offensive board that time by Bennett to be in the right place.
That's bold of Mortensen to try and block that too. Remember, he's got 4.
Yes. Warburton to throw it in. Looking. In it comes to Mortensen, back to Warburton. Baseline right, now comes to the wing. Picked up by Thomas, drives inside, off the glass, lay it up and in. Nice play by Carter Warburton. Carter has 8. Dinos up 57-50 with 5:20 left to play in the ballgame. Mortensen in the paint, guarded by Mortensen. Hands it off. Rowley goes to the basket, whistle and a foul and free throws.
It's going to be foul number 4 against Ty, so he's going to head to the bench for about 3 minutes. We're probably not going to see more of him until the 2-minute mark, when you can afford to get that 4th foul with minimal impact. But Manti's did a good job being unafraid, taking it right to the hoop to challenge Mortensen.
Rowley's free throw, good. He has 6. Withers will come into the ball game. Sorensen will come out. Bizzoni into the ball game. As a team tonight for Manti, they are 12 for 18 from the free throw line. They have not missed in the second half. Rowley eyes the bucket for free throw number 2, and it's good as well. He has 7. 57-52, Dinos up 5. Bizzoni with the ball, swings it right side to Bennett. To Withers, down low to Orth, easy basket. Nice look by Withers to Orth. Orth turned and there was nobody there. He has 15 in the ballgame. 59-52, Dinos up 7. Back the other way, shot up in the paint, no good by Barton. Rebound comes down to the Dinos. Here comes Bennett. Shovels it outside to Withers for 3. Good. The Dinos on a run. It's 62-50. It's 62-52. Dinos up 10.
And they've just come firing on all cylinders, Sonny. They force a timeout coming from the Templars. My goodness, they have just been dominant. That last play leading up to the 3 by Withers. Orth buys an overcommitment from Thomas, quickly spins around, and because of that, he has a wide open lane to the hoop, takes full advantage, and now Carbon back up 10, 52-62, after a little doubt headed into the fourth quarter, as they were only up by 5, 53-48, so the Dinos open with a 9-4 run over Manti.
So the Dinos, the starters playing well, but if you look at bench scoring, Withers has 12, Bizzoni has 6, 2 for Griffith and 2 for Branch. That's huge for the Dinos tonight coming off the bench. They have a total off the bench of 18, 22 points off the bench for the Dinos.
Yeah, big night coming for Carbon. That bench has been playing a key role, as we knew they would have to if they wanted to come away with a win. Manti right now on the verge of losing a second consecutive region game, something which they haven't done all year long.
Game set, 4:36 left to play. Dinos lead 62-52. 3 fouls on Manti, 2 fouls on the Dinos. Have a couple of players with 4 fouls in the ball game. Rasmussen for Manti fouled out at the 6:05 mark. And Manti will have the basketball. Here we go after the timeout. And it comes to Barton. Barton gives the ball off to Mortensen. Mortensen hands it off to Mason. Mason finds a gap, lay it up and in. Mason found a gap right to the basket for an easy 2, 62-54. Dinos up 8.
And that's been the theme. When he can get that separation, he can do anything.
Withers fakes the 3, then gets it to Bennett. Off the glass, no good. Rebound comes down to Manti's Barton. He'll bring it up the floor himself. Takes it all the way down, kicks it outside to Mortensen, and Mortensen traveled.
And that's a tough break. The fans upset, as you'd expect, but it was a travel clear as day. That was a nice move in the left corner on offense by Withers. He gets the fake, breaks an ankle, drives in, but dumps off. We always talk about it, Sonny. Sometimes this team plays a little too unselfish. You want to see a little more greed from these guys.
Dinos with 15 turnovers, 11 for Manti. Orth with the basketball, gives it off to Bizzoni. Dinos up 8, 62-54. Bizzoni Has the ball knocked away, stolen. Mason, fast break the other way, lay it up, can't get it to go, and a whistle and a foul, and he'll go to the free throw line to shoot 2. Turnover number 16 for the Carbon Dinos. Into the free throw line to shoot 2 will be Carter Mason. He has 9, looking for points 10 and 11. More importantly, trying to cut this lead down to 6.
And that would be big with the big momentum swing coming out of the timeout by Manti. They've done a good job answering what the Dinos have thrown their way.
First free throw, good. Branch checking into the ballgame for the Dinos.
And we've
Griffith also checking in. Orth and Warburton comes out of the ballgame with 3:46 left to play. Free throw number 2 for Mason.
At about the 2-minute mark, we're probably going to see a mass sub of all the starters for the Dinos.
Good. The Mason has 11. Walks up and hits 2 huge free throws. And the Dinos lead 62-56. Bozzoni with the ball. Goes around the screen set by Branch. Good defense by Manti. Griffith back outside to Branch. Over on the right side. Goes to Withers. The Branch. Step down underneath. Pass down the baseline. Intercepted and a foul. Mason gets the steal and then the foul on the Dinos.
That's going to be their 4th team foul, Sonny. So not foul shots yet, but the next one will be. Griffith had the ball poked away from him. He tries to wrestle it back, but gets called for the reach, and as a result, not necessarily the best foul you want to give up in this situation.
His first foul of the ball game. As you said, 4 on the Dinos, 3 on Manti. That's the foul situation. Mortensen with the ball for Manti. Gives it off to Mason. Mason dribbles in the paint, now steps back out. Picked up by Bennett. Outside it goes to Mortensen. Mortensen finds a gap, goes around Griffith, fall away 10. Good, that was a tough shot. And Stone Mortensen gets it to go. Good defense, better offense that time. 62-58. The Dinos down 4. Bennett with the basketball. Dinos up 4, excuse me. Bozzoni with the basketball. Goes around the screen. Good defense by Manti, gives it to Withers. Thought about the 3, now bounce pass down low to Bennett. Underhand shot, good. Bennett goes underneath the defender and gets the 2 to go. Bennett with 17. And the Dinos lead 64-58. Back the other way. Shot up and no good by Mortensen. Rebound Dinos. Here comes Withers. He'll bring it down the floor himself. Ball knocked out of bounds as he attempted to get the ball to Griffith on the baseline. Knocked out by Manti. Mortensen comes back in with 2:22 left to play in the game.
Well, those last few possessions, Sonny, we've seen a clash of the Titans. Mortensen and Bennett going blow for blow. Anything you can do, I can do better. The tough fadeaway shot, the up and under from Bennett. Mortensen tries to answer back on the other end, but can't convert on a second go-around.
And it comes to Branch. Finds Withers wide open on the baseline. 3-point shot from the right is an air ball, and it goes right to Mason.
That's a rare miss for Withers in that situation, that wide open.
64-58 Dinos. Rowley drives in. Knocked away. Picked up by the Dinos. Fast break the other way. They'll stop. They get it to Withers. Inside, knocked out of bounds. Dino ball on the baseline.
And the Manti fans are incensed about that, Sonny. From this angle, it didn't look like it bounced off Withers' leg, but the official gets final say, and the refs deciding they don't have enough to really overturn that with a conversation. So Carbon gets a new lease on life.
Dinos throw it in on the baseline underneath their basket. In it comes to Mortensen, back to Bennett. Back to the basket, works his way in the paint. Good defense by Mortensen. Fall away by Bennett. Won't go with the rebound, Mortensen. And he yanks it away from Warburton and a foul on Carter.
That could have gone either way, Sonny. He caught too much skin trying to wrap up the jump ball, and as a result, we're going to see Manti go the other way to the charity stripe. They struggled in the first half. Second half, shooting from the line has been much better for Manti.
That's the 4th on Warburton. As you said, 15 fouls, so free throws. Into the line goes Stone Mortensen. Looking for points number 13 and 14, trying to cut the lead to 4. Mortensen eyes the bucket. Free throw number 1, no good.
That's a tough miss for Stone.
Orth checks in. Bennett checks out for the Dinos. Minute 48 left to play. 64-58. Dinos up 6. Second free throw. Good. Mortensen has 13. Full court pressure being applied by Manti. The Dinos break it ahead. It goes to Warburton. Shot from 15. Won't go, short. And the rebound comes down to Manti. Fast break the other way. Dinos get back on defense. Mortensen's going to take the three. Good from the wing left. Mortensen has 16 in the ball game. It's a 64-62 Dino lead. A minute 21 left to play. Timeout, Carbon. The Dinos up 2. Mortensen with a big three from the wing left. And Manti just doesn't go away.
They don't.
This is reminding me of the Price game down at Carbon.
No, in all the worst ways possible, Sonny. The shot making down the stretch by Manti was immaculate there. It's been immaculate tonight, and now they have the added advantage of their home band, their home fans who were thrilled when he made that three. The pop in here was sensational. This is a dedicated group of fans. A wise timeout by Coach Brower. Stop that momentum while you can. Get something set up. You attack an insurance basket on the board. It's back to a two-possession game, but right now, 64-62 sits the score with a minute 19 remaining. So Carbon, a lot to play for right now, but Manti trying to keep themselves in this region conversation.
Emory with the win tonight, correct? Did they come away with that win?
Yes,
finally?
they did. 67-60 sits the final score in our contest between North St. Pete and the Spartans. So they move to 5-2 in the region slate. Emory with a gritty win.
North St. Pete drops to 2-6. Dino basketball, 64-62, a minute 19 left to play. Manti shooting free throws. 5 fouls on the Dinos. The Dinos not yet. Manti with 3, so they have a foul to give. In the backcourt, it goes to Warburton. He'll dribble to the top circle. Picked up by Mortensen. Now picks up his dribble. Gives it to Withers. Back to Mortensen. Swings it to Bennett. Bennett back to Warburton. Over to Withers. They play catch behind the 3. Warburton with the basketball. Back over to Withers. He'll take the 3 from there. Good! From the wing right. A huge shot for Withers. 67-62. 15 points for Cash.
If I'm being honest, I was hoping for a 2, Sonny, but a 3 will be even better.
Mason inside. Shot blocked. Bennett gets it. 48 seconds left to play in the ballgame and running. Warburton with the ball. They're going to have to foul.
You think?
They're not going to. Warburton with the ball. Goes around the screen. Clock running down to 33 seconds. Back to Warburton. Picks up his dribble. Now they foul. Wow, you let that much time go off the clock. You only have 3 fouls.
I've never understood it, Sonny. I never understand sometimes what coaches are thinking in this stretch. You need to get that 4th foul at least. Why are you letting it tick down?
Yeah, and it comes to Mortensen. It goes to Warburton. Finds a gap. There's a foul. They go for a foul. That was a hard foul. They go for the steal. They don't get the steal. They get the foul. But they should have done that earlier.
No,
I think.
You should have done that in the first 5 seconds of them crossing half court, Sonny. I don't understand.
Yeah, they did a big favor for the Dinos.
Yeah.
24 seconds left to play, and the Dinos up 5 and shooting free throws. Warburton's first is good.
And Carter cold as ice on that one on the season. He's been a force from the charity stripe. 71%. Forces a timeout from Manti. They're going to have 2 remaining over the next stretch.
So one more free throw for Warburton. 68-62. Dinos up 6. 24 seconds left to play. Now you really have to foul quickly. You have to go down if you're Manti. You got to shoot quickly. And then you have to foul quickly because of the letting, 30 seconds, 25 seconds off the clock there? They let go off?
Yeah, no, it makes no sense, Sonny. It's asinine. What are they thinking down there? They shouldn't be doing that. It's a ridiculous playing decision. It's a ridiculous coaching decision. Foul the player. Stop the clock. Time is not your friend.
No, especially when you only have 3 fouls.
Yeah.
And you're behind.
It just makes no sense to me, Sonny. That's poor clock management all around. You think a generation that grew up playing games like NBA 2K, they'd be better at knowing this situation, but they just didn't. They couldn't navigate it, and as a result, Carbon gets valuable seconds taken off the clock.
Yep. So Warburton will go to the free throw line, 68-62, a chance to make it 69 for his second free throw tonight. Carter on the night with 9, trying to go double digits.
And it's been a quiet 9 for Carter. He hasn't done any big plays until now, but that's the best kind of scoring because it keeps the attention off of you.
Warburton at the free throw line for free throw number 2. Eyes the bucket, puts it up. It is no good, and the rebound comes down to Manti. 21 seconds left to play and running. Mortensen stops, puts up a tough three, won't go. Rebound comes down to Bennett, whistle and a foul. And Bennett will go to the free throw line on the other side for the Dinos, and they're in good shape with 14 seconds left to play, up 6 and shooting free throws.
Well, I said the Dinos were safe last time they had a lead this big against Manti, and it went to overtime. Manti won, so I'm not going to be satisfied with the score, Sonny, until that final buzzer sounds.
Well, you make one of these, and it's a 3-possession game. Just one of these. And the first free throw is no good, short.
No, and it's the pressure of it. It's the pressure that weighs on you in this situation, because you know how big at least one of these shots is going to be.
Second free throw is up. And it's good. Bennett has 18 in the ball game. Dinos up 69-62. Shot at the basket, up and no good by Manti with 7 seconds. 5 seconds. The Dinos are going to come away with a win here at Manti tonight on a Wednesday night. Carbon 69, Manti 62. Big win for the Carbon Dinos.
Oh, that's a massive win, Sonny. They righted the wrong that happened down at Carbon High. They come to the home of the Templars, and they take their lunch money. They say, you are mine now, and they take away a pretty hefty chance for Manti to try and keep themselves alive with at least a share in this region championship race. The Dinos, a big favor coming to them in the RPI more than likely.
Dinos outscore Manti 16-14 in the fourth quarter. This loss to Manti drops Manti to 4-3 on the in the region. Carbon goes to 3-4. So this win tonight for the Dinos against Manti puts Emory in first place in the region with a 5-2 record.
Yeah, and that's a big win for Emory as well. And like we said earlier, it's always hard to root for your rivals, but if they're doing you a favor in the region championship race, well, more power to them as the Dinos again come away with the 69-62 win.
So, the final score tonight, the Dinos win 69-62. They go to 3-4, and on Friday night, 2 nights, not tomorrow night, but Friday night, we will be at Emory, and the Carbon Dinos will play the Emory Spartans, and that is going to be a huge game. 1, because it's a region game. 2, because the Dinos could go to 4-4 in region play, and Emory could possibly win the region.
Yeah, and that would be big for the Spartans, but last time we saw those two teams meet, Carbon had Emory's number, and they took full advantage of every opportunity they had. They can kindle that magic yet again. The Dinos have caused some noise as in the last stretch of the regular season.
So the Dinos come on the road tonight to Manti, a tough place to play. Senior night here at Manti, and the Dinos come away with the 69-62 win over Manti. We're going to take a break. When we come back, Eastern Utah Community Credit Union postgame show, 95.3 The Peak, where the Dinos play.
Show your school spirit and support local high schools with the new Eastern Utah Community Credit Union debit and credit cards. Featuring designs for Carbon, Emory, and Grand High School, these cards let you carry a piece of your school's pride wherever you go. Plus, to make purchasing easier, Eastern Utah Community Credit Union has added the convenience of tap-to-pay and compatibility with major mobile wallets. Pick up your school spirit card today at any of the Eastern Utah Community Credit Union branches.
Discover peace of mind with Don's Hometown Insurance, now even closer to home at their new location, 58 West Main Street in Price. Connect directly with friendly agents ready to tailor a package just for you. Imagine bundling your home, auto, and life insurance, simplifying your life while maximizing your savings. Experience personalized service designed to protect what matters most to you. Visit Don's Hometown Insurance today and feel the difference.
At Oliver Law, we specialize in criminal defense and DUI. Everyone needs to know their rights. Let us guide you through the criminal justice minefield. At Oliver Law, we still believe in innocent until proven guilty.
In the heart of Carbon and Emory counties, Quick Realty is here to help you make the right move. Experience the future of home buying with our Matterport 3D tours, giving you an immersive look at your potential home from anywhere. Meet our dedicated team of local professionals, just real people who care, walking you through every step of the way. As a Zillow Premier and Realtor.com's
What the Utah Miners Hospital offers is relatively unique in the country to help take care of people who have really dedicated their careers, their lives to hard work.
I have torn rotator cuffs in my shoulders. Honestly, I don't remember everything I've had done. I think I've had to wait 10 minutes one time. It's amazing that there's a fund out there. You have no medical bills.
If you're ready and you need us, please give us a call. We're happy to help.
It's fun! It's our favorite place.
Strike up family fun for everyone. Gateway Lanes. Families that play together stay together. And Gateway Lanes is your center for fun, snacks, and great food. So let Gateway Lanes do the cooking with open and league bowling year-round and Club Bowl Thursday night, 9 till 11:30, with unlimited bowling including shoes. Since 1989, Helper's Hometown Bowling Center, Gateway Lanes, South Main Street in Historic Helper, and bowlhelper.com. Let's roll.
Hey there, food lovers. It's Bill Hicks from Farlano's Cafe, your new favorite spot for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Whether you're craving a hearty omelet, a fresh salad, our golden curly fries, or our mouth-watering pastas, we've got you covered. And we're open 7 days a week. So come on down to Farlano's Cafe, where every meal is a celebration. Remember, it's where the locals eat. Visit us at Farlano's, where great food and great company come together. See you soon.
Show your school spirit and support local high schools with the new Eastern Utah Community Credit Union debit and credit cards. Featuring designs for Carbon, Emory, and Grand High School, these cards let you carry a piece of your school's pride wherever you go. Plus, to make purchasing easier, Eastern Utah Community Credit Union has added the convenience of tap-to-pay and compatibility with major mobile wallets. Pick up your school spirit card today at any of the Eastern Utah Community Credit Union branches.
The Dinos play here on 95.3 FM, The Peak.
69-62, the final score tonight here at Manti. The Carbon Dinos with the win. And with that, we'll take a look at the region. We'll start with Emory tonight. They go to 5-2 with a 67-60 win over North St. Pete on the road, right down from us. Manti losing to the Dinos 69-62. They drop to 4-3. Same record as Union. Dinos move up to 3-4 with the win here tonight, 69-62. And then North St. Pete drops to 2-6 with their loss to Emory. So we have Emory, Manti, Union, Carbon now just one game out of second place with one game left to play, and they play Emory on Friday night, and that is going to be a huge game at Emory High School. Can't wait.
No, the environment is always so much fun, Sonny. Going to be a great time when those two teams meet on the hardwood. And again, region implications for both of these teams coming up.
So we'll take a look at stats first for Manti tonight, leading the way, and just chime in as we go down the line here. Aiden, it was Stone Mortensen led the way with 16 points. He had a great game tonight. And then Carter Mason with 11. And Adam Thomas with 14. He was raining down the threes. And that's what was keeping Manti in the game. But then he kind of slowed down there in the fourth quarter, and Manti really had no offense.
No, the Dinos really started closing out on him. They started focusing a lot of their attention on him, and because of that, he became very ineffective from range. That's something that really helped the Dinos down the stretch, and of course, Stone Mortensen, he's a dominant force, isn't he, son?
Yeah,
he was
absolutely.
scoring at will, it felt like, but sometimes those shots just didn't fall right when he needed them to. You look at that three right before the Dinos' final possession of this game where they were able to run out the clock. He misses the fader, and a shot he made just moments before, forcing a timeout for the Dinos, and because of that, he's just such a lethal force to try and defend, but the Dinos did what they needed to, and they were able to stop him enough to come away with the win.
So Mortensen with 16, Thomas with 14, Mason with 11, then came Rowley with 7 in the ball game. Rasmussen fouled out with 6:05 left to play. I think that had a little bit of an impact on the game as well. He finished with 6. Christensen with 3, Thompson with 3, Barton with 2 for Manti, for a total of 60 2 points. They were 16 for 23 from the free throw line, shot quite a bit more free throws than the Dinos did, and they had 12 turnovers on the night. That's Manti. Now taking a look at Carbon tonight, leading the way. An incredible game for the senior Logan Bennett. 12 in the first half, 6 in the second, finishes with 18 points on the night.
Yeah, he had himself quite the night, Sonny. He took over down the stretch. He was going blow for blow with Mortensen, something which helped the Dinos maintain their lead. I love when Logan gets aggressive like that because he's so much fun to watch when he's just in the zone, and tonight, Sonny, that was the case.
Then you had Orth with 15. Nice night for Orth. 6 in the first half, 9 in the second half, but Orth is doing such a great job down in the paint. He's getting easy looks at the basket, and he's taking advantage of it, and he's making an impact on the game. It's just a great night for Kyler Orth.
It is, and it has been the last several nights. He's been a key player for the Dinos, especially in their wins. When he gets going, the rest of the team gets going, and he's normally that first one to start getting himself on the board. So Kyler just having a great stretch of basketball.
Cash Withers comes off the bench and has 15 points tonight. 7 in the first half, 8 in the second half. An awesome night for the guard. 15 points for Cash Withers.
And normally we only see him really doing his scoring from beyond the arc, but tonight, Sonny, it was inside, outside. He was all over the place, dominating Manti. We saw him break a few kids' ankles, much to the chagrin of the Manti fan base, because he was just having one of those nights where he's not going to miss, and he's going to add a little something while he's doing it.
Carter Warburton, he was solid tonight. 4 in the first half, 5 in the second, finished with 9 points on the night.
Yeah, you got to love when Carter gets going. He hit some key free throws down the stretch to help elevate the Dinos, maintain that lead when it was time to try and extend the game for Manti. So Carter doing what he does, and he controls the tempo of the game.
Jackson Bizzoni comes off the bench, always making an impact in the game on both sides of the ball. He finished with 6.
Yeah, great effort by Jackson. Defense has started to apply a little more pressure to him, and because of that, you see his scoring dip down just a little bit, but he's still good for 6 to 8 points a night from that bench slot. He's a great sixth man for the Dinos.
Griffith had 2 points in the ball game coming off the bench. Ty Mortensen with only 2 points on the offensive side, but he was all over the place on the defensive side again, like he always is. He's an impact on the game all the time. Great night for Mortensen as well.
Yeah, he was swatting shots left and right. He was coming up with steals. He was playing very physical as well. The fact that Manti was putting such an emphasis on stopping him in the paint, opened them up around the perimeters. That's part of the reason we see the big explosion in points coming from Withers, was because Ty did an excellent job drawing that attention away from him.
So if you look at the free throws, the Dinos were 8 for 14 from the free throw line. 9 more free throws for Manti tonight, but the Dinos shot 8 for 14. You want to see that a little bit better, I think, Aiden. 17 turnovers in the ball game. Maybe a little bit better at that as well, but you know what? They overcame the 8 for 14 from the free throw line and the 17 turnovers, and they get a win on the road against Manti, 69-62. Now, these two teams battled in price, and it was really one of those games, you and me talked about it. It was one that the Dinos let get away.
It was, Sonny. They gave up a turnover at the last second to let this game go into overtime tonight. They learned from their mistakes, and they were not going to be shut down. They were not going to be denied a rightful win against Manti. You talk about good game planning, Sonny. Kobe Rasmussen, 25 points, a career high for him the last time these two teams met. He's held the 6, and he fouls out at the start of the fourth quarter. They took him from a hero, quickly put him into a 0. He was a non-factor tonight.
Well, we'll go scoring by quarters, and we've talked about the bad quarters. We didn't have one tonight.
No.
They outscored Manti 18-13. Manti outscored Carbon 17-15 in the second quarter, so it was 33-30 Carbon at the half. In the third quarter, the Dinos outscored Manti 20-18, making it a 53-48 game. In the fourth quarter, the Dinos outscored Manti 16-14. So the Dinos outscored Manti in every quarter except the second, And that quarter, Manti only outscored Carbon by 2.
Yeah, and
not a bad quarter tonight for the Dinos. They come away with the 7-point win.
And the difference maker is when we see the Dinos have a bad quarter, normally they're being outscored by 6 to 10 points. Tonight, they only give up that 2-point deficit in the second. Still going to the half with the lead. They came out in the third quarter and did what they had to do, as was the case in the fourth quarter. And because of that, they were able to come away with the win. I loved what I saw from Carbon tonight. This is the gritty team that we know Carbon can be. Last Friday, that was a bit of an anomaly for the Dinos. Just wasn't their best game, but tonight, bounced back in full form. They're looking scary again.
What did we say in the pregame show? This is a team that I said, this is a team I would not want to play in the tournament. Yeah, because when this team plays well like they did tonight, this is not an easy place to win. When you come to Manti and win, you've played a good game. You've earned it.
And I know Delta's looking at this upcoming schedule now, and their teeth are chattering just a little bit from fear. Last time those two teams met, it was a very close affair. It was 70-63, and you take away a last-second dunk as time expired, a little extra something Delta threw the Dinos' way. That was a 4-point ball game at the final buzzer, and I know that last-second dunk by Delta rubbed a lot of Dinos fans the wrong way, so that's the matchup in the playoffs. I don't know how excited I am for the Rabbits to have to face this team yet again, especially how hungry they're looking right now.
If it happens, but we can't look past Friday night. The Dinos travel on the road to play Emory. Emory leading the region now with their win tonight, and Manti losing here to Carbon. So it's going to be a great game on Friday night. We'll take a break. When we come back, we'll end the night. Go through a couple more stats. We'll look at some scores from around the state, and we'll call it an evening here on the Eastern Utah Community Credit Union postgame show. Dinos win tonight over Manti, 69-62 here at Manti.
Show your school spirit and support local high schools with the new Eastern Utah Community Credit Union debit and credit cards. Featuring designs for Carbon, Emory, and Grand High School, these cards let you carry a piece of your school's pride wherever you go. Plus, to make purchasing easier, Eastern Utah Community Credit Union has added the convenience of tap-to-pay and compatibility with major mobile wallets. Pick up your school spirit card today at any of the Eastern Utah Community Credit Union branches.
Golfers, get ready for year-round fun at Swing and Swear. Step into the action with over 43,000 world-class courses to choose from. No passport required. Rain or shine, you can tee off indoors. Multiple bays, club rentals, tables, chairs, and concessions. It's the perfect spot to practice your game, celebrate with friends, or spend time with family. From the serious golfer to first-timers, everyone is welcome to join the fun. Swing and Swear, located just off Ridge Road. Call 299-6200 to schedule a tee time today.
Hi, I'm Mackenzie Smith. After 6 years as a nurse, I've learned that sometimes our bodies just need a little extra support. That's what IV therapy can do. It can help you bounce back quicker after an illness, recover faster after a workout, ease migraines, and even improve focus and energy. Think of it as giving your body a direct line to the hydration and nutrients it needs to feel its best. I'd love to help you find the right blend for your goals. Reach out to me on Facebook or Instagram at wellness.iv.utah.
Show your school spirit and support local high schools with the new Eastern Utah Community Credit Union debit and credit cards. Featuring designs for Carbon, Emory, and Grand High School, these cards let you carry a piece of your school's pride wherever you go. Plus, to make purchasing easier, Eastern Utah Community Credit Union has added the convenience of tap-to-pay and compatibility with major mobile wallets. Pick up your school spirit card today at any of the Eastern Utah Community Credit Union branches.
Carbon Dino basketball continues on 95.3 The Peak.
Welcome back. Carbon Dino basketball, 95.3 The Peak, where the Dinos play. The Dinos come away with the win 69-62 tonight over Manti. It sets up a huge game on Friday night. We will be here. Tip-off pregame 6:30, tip-off 7 o'clock. Carbon travels to Emory, and it's a huge game in the region, and it's a huge game anyway, so it's going to be like a great atmosphere. I can't wait for Friday night. Now, tomorrow night, we'll be back at Carbon High School. You'll be there, Aiden, for another game tomorrow night, Carbon Lady Dinos.
I will be, Sonny. Going to be a good one. Last time, Lady Dinos kind of had it taken to them by the Spartans at the Spartan Center, but we saw a similar thing last year. The Dinos bounced back game two. Absolutely beat up on Emory in their home court showdown. So I'm expecting a lot of the same tomorrow. That team is starting to peak at the right time. Going to be a fun finish between those two squads.
Pre-game 6:30, tip-off 7. That's tomorrow night, Friday night. The boys travel to Emory. Same thing. Pre-game 6:30. Tip-off 7, and then it'll be time for tournament play. I can't wait. Anything else before we call it an evening here at Manti?
As always, Sonny, go Dinos.
All right, final score once again, Carbon 69, Manti 62. Big win for the Dinos on the road here tonight against Manti. Hope you enjoyed the broadcast as much as we enjoyed bringing it to you. Sonny Buscarini, Aiden Mortensen, have a great night. Carbon Dino Basketball.